Hello. Everybody, happy Friday, the weekend. Come on now, hang on. Are you sitting down for this? The weekend is here. Hello, Friday. Brilliant. This didn't take long at all. How are you? Hope you're keeping well. Tonight, friends, well, we take a flight in Colombia. Right, that's how they say it. I have it on good authority. And, well, you join us here for a flight with the Sting S4. Known for its modern design, a sleek composite airframe, a cruising speed of about 120 knots, and it was the first aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator to feature a working parachute. Let's hope we don't need it, because, you know, right. Anyway, tonight we're going to begin our journey at Benito Salas Airport, Sierra Kilo November Victor, in a place called Neiva, situated in the picturesque Magdalena River Valley. It looked very nice, right? Our first stop was over at the Alfonso Bonilla Aragón International Airport, Sierra Kilo Charlie Lima, and that's over in Cali, right? As one of Colombia's major cities, Cali, well, it's known for the coffee and the music and them fellas out of Narcos. Then, friends, we're going to head over to a place called the Edén International Airport, Sierra Kilo Alpha Romeo, and that's over in Armenia. This region, the heart of Colombia's coffee-growing region. And then finally, it's over to a place called Perales Airport. It's in a place called Ibagué, I think it's pronounced. It's Colombia's capital of music. Colombian music! They have a capital for it. Brilliant. Now, I probably mispronounced all the words wrong. I don't care. It's Friday. I told you. It's brilliant. Right? So, I think I fixed me lighting. I hope I fixed me lighting. Because I made a terrible mess of me lighting there last night, lads. It's been a busy week, isn't it? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and here we are, Friday. We're still live. We haven't stopped. At the end of every stream, I put myself back on my hanger, into my wardrobe, stayed there, and now we're back out today. Yes, back in the military days, we don't sleep. We are put into storage overnight.
Welcome to my secret underground
lair. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, how are y'all keeping? The weekend here in Ireland, well, we have a 3-day weekend. Bank holiday Monday, gear up the yard, and the weather is to be kind of nice. And the reason why I'm on so freaking early, an hour before we usually start. You see, Two-Tone Jr. has finished school for the summer, you see. They get 10.5 weeks off. And tonight they celebrate by going to the local disco. And Dad here has to be the taxi service to collect him from said disco. Hence, we need to start early to finish a little early so I can go off travelling to collect him and bring him home. See, there's method to me madness, do you know what I mean? I didn't mispronounce the names wrong. You simply I simply mispronounced them. Thanks, stick figure, 100%. Anyway, who's here this early time of the evening? Jesus then. Bev, good to see you, Bev. Lee Dixon is here, welcome aboard. Willow, how much? What's happening, man? Super Typhon is in the house. Fierce Wolf, looking fierce and wolfy. You're very welcome in. Voicey is here. He says, happy weekend, my gentle dudes. It's good to see you, man. How's you cutting? Captain Sickbag is here. How's it going? Did you get a new phone? Jesus. Captain Sickbag got himself a new phone. It's the first time he's gotten a smartphone. It's a touch phone. Prior to that, he had the Nokia 5110. It served him well. Great to see you, man. How's she cutting? Spitfire RAF 100. Do you remember the 5110, though? Right? How are you, Spitfire? Hope you're well, man. Let me see here now. We're over here. Stick figure, good day. Hope all is well. Elf is in the house. Welcome in. Tarnish Mossman. AJH, man. Happy Friday to you. Onboard Simulations. Good evening. Wayland Chudani says, Guten Abend. Guten Abend, my friend. Wombat49 is here. Asha, how are you, Wombat? What's happening, man? Goblin Zeus, good evening. Toto2495 is in the chat. Welcome aboard. Lukic, 376. Happy Friday to you, my dude. Hope all is well. Gibbo Ireland. Asha, how are you, Gibbo? Gibbo, right, it's only us now. But let's not wreck the kib, right? It'll be grand. Hope you're well, my dude. Hope you're well. Flyer10's in the house. Good evening. 98 Vulcan. Hello. How's she cutting? Waylon says, it's still the only aircraft with a parachute, isn't it? Didn't something else have one? Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Murph will need a medic. Probably, Toto, probably. Now let me see. Daddy Plum, good to see you. Sterling58 is in the house. He says, good day, Fireflies. It's a great day to fly. Indeed, and it is. John Race is here. Evening all. Only here to the start of Gallagher's rugby semi-final. Be Jesus. Up sports. Brilliant. Echo Charlie's in the house. Good to see you. Night Hawk. Disco, as in ABBA and the Village People. No, they've no class these days. You see, back when we used to go to a disco, it was disco. It was roller. Well, I went to a roller disco once. They used to have one in town years ago. Was it up? Wait, was there one in Crumlin? Do you know? Are you gone? Enjoy now. Come back to me. What's the hack of it now? Is that all the new trendy gear?
He's used about half a bottle of your Jean Paul Gaultier.
You used half a bottle of my Jean Paul Gaultier.
Get a load of this
You
guy.
smell it coming down the stairs.
I can't hear you, what?
You can literally smell it coming down the stairs.
Come back. Have you a jacket? Wait, have you a belt?
Oh, Jesus.
You're not wearing a belt. I'll give you a belt. No. You know what, belts with jeans? Do you know wear belts with jeans anymore? What's happening with the world? Oh, too bulky. Oh, but Janie then. Right, you enjoy that now. The height of him. Christ, oh, Jesus.
Who's in charge? You haven't a clue what you're doing.
He's after using on me aftershave. You know what's on the shopping list now? Look at the height difference. You want to see what I can see. God almighty. Right, go out there and have fun. The proud moment, lads. But he's after using up on me aftershave. That little bit. Right. Well, he's not terribly little anyway. He's very tall. What's going on in the world? They're getting bigger and taller and they eat more and they cost more. Then I have to go and collect them and do stuff. No one warned me about this. Anyway, yeah, they didn't have any class.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. They don't have any class anymore. Do you know? In our day, oh yeah, the roller disco. Yeah. So the roller disco, wasn't it up in what was it called? Do you know what they do? The bingo up there in Crumlin. Roller disco, right? And it's not long enough ago to say I went, but long enough ago to say I used to go. Do you know? I used to fall though. It was brilliant. But yeah, discos today, it's all.
Can I get a refund?
No, shag off. It's all new music. You can't lep around the place as if the ground was on fire. Like, you kind of have to be coordinated with your friends. It's like line dancing. You go that way. Right, well, right, now, look. Did you ever see them? Young people dancing. What are they doing? At least when we dance, we just didn't care. I still don't. We don't care. It's like you're trying to swat flies away, you know. The dancing moves. Big fish, small fish, cardboard box. Remember this crack? Do you remember it? Ah, brilliant. They don't dance like that anymore, though. But anyway, we're bringing it back. I'm making a stand. We're bringing back the old dances. Who's with me? Come on, let's all dance together. But anyway, Jesus. No Undies McGee, good to see you. 10.5 weeks off. Right? 10.5 weeks. My wife would melt if her kids were off for that long. Oh, God, yeah. 10.5 weeks. I'd love to be that. Right, imagine 10.5 weeks. Slant Alpha Adventures, good evening. Welcome in. I said good in. I combined good evening with welcome in, and we got good in. What's the alternative? It's great to see you. Complete Freedom is in the house. How's she cutting, man? Haven't seen you in ages. Are you going to Vegas? Now let me see. Airwolf, good to see you. Nipple John, welcome in. No, it's not. It's Nipple. No, it's not. It is. Hang on. Nipple Johnson. Ah, brilliant. Jesus. Imagine if I'd completely made a. Good evening, John. It's welcome to see you. Yes. Or Johnson, yes. Eagle Airways, Aaron, good to see you. I might as well just quit while I'm ahead. And I'm not even ahead, to be fair. I'm adjacent, you know. Dr. Notham, good evening. Captain Sickbag says, it feels like I did indeed have an old Nokia. The speedage on the new one is only epic. Yeah. It takes you about 11 seconds to have a full conversation with these new, faster phones. Hello, how are you going? Looking well? Great. See you then. Where before you had to kind of spell it out. Hello, it's me on the phone. Can you hear me? Do you have a phone voice? Is that a thing these days? Do people still have a phone voice? Well, hello, right? Hello. Do you know? Or Ulo. Or, was it Ulo? No, it wasn't. It was something else. Ahoy. Right? Do you have a phone voice? Temple Theatre. Was I in Temple Theatre? I don't remember the days. I read about them. No, I didn't. I remember them. But don't tell anyone. What's wrong with you? He's very tall. But also, you're very small, Mr. Two-Tone. That's not a bad thing, do you know? We're taking her, this is gas, we're taking her to Miniatureland. I had to tell them! This is hilarious. We're taking her to Miniatureland over in a place in France. You can be a giant for the day. The whole day! You'll be towering over things, it'll be great. I'll stay out in the car. I'm like that anyway. Miniature land. I think it's a great idea. Do you not think so? You can see the face. Does anyone have somewhere for me to stay? I'm going to be needing a house. Right. Continue on that quickly. Moving over this way. Slant Alpha says, slow Friday afternoon at work here for me. Only 470 more hours until I leave and head to the expo. 470. Mr. Two-Tone, there's only 470 hours to the expo. Now, Pilot Kid, good to see you. Now, I'm over here, look. Dad's taxi never stops. It's right, do you know what I mean? The old Skoda as well. Ah, Jesus. I mean... The Skoda. I mean, what a machine to be collected from a disco. He'll be the envy of all his friends. You know what I mean? You'll see it, you'll hear it first, and then you'll see it driving down the main street with the lights bouncing off, you know? I'll have the window down and the arm out, giving people the scan. How are you? Right? Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Now, let me see. What about jumping jacks? Jumping jacks. How about the tripod? Oh, I heard about the tripod. Was that in Rat Mines, was it? Car DTM, good to see you. I love it when you say, how's it going, man? How's it going, man? How are you? Now, let me see. Complete Freedom says, yes, it's been a long time. I've been studying and should be back more now. Oh, nice. Awesome news, dude. Hang on. Now, that's grand. I had to make a noise from my mouth. I had to burp. We had burgers for dinner. Oh, Jesus, they were lovely. They were from Hello Fresh. Very nice. No, they have a phone face now. A phone face? Oh, they do, actually. Brilliant. Before it used to be your phone voice, you know, you'd be like, I told you once again not to be Hello? Yes, it is. Thank you so much for ringing me. You take care. Francine, get in the dang! Right, that was the way they used to. But now, because we have new phones and people are perverted, well, they can look at you as they talk to you. So you have to get your eyebrows all ready to rock, you know. Bit of mascara and how was your father? Have the hair ready to go. Next, it'll be phone scent. Yes. How does one smell whilst answering the phone? Hello? Right. We're telling you now. It's going to be brilliant. Right, where was it? I was over here, look. Who come in the door? Mrs. TPHI 17. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're keeping very well. And who else is here? Cyrus T. After how are you, Cyrus? What's happening, my dude? No Wonders McGee says, exactly, right? Yeah, the old smell of phone, right? That still kind of works today. It depends who you get to hold it. The phone, right? The phone. Spice Bazaar, good to see you. They have those lips so you can... No Wonders McGee, I bet you read that in the book once, you know, or you saw it advertised on the internet. You know, can I get a pair of USB lips, please? 2 sets, one for me and one for the person I just haven't met yet. That's weird, right? Sorry, can't get to the phone. I'm on the jacks. That's actually a question that was brought up the other day. Murph, how many people watch you while they're on the jacks? I never thought of that before. I kind of said to myself, well, Jesus, are you one that would read a book or a magazine on the jacks, or do you use your phone to watch during the proceedings? I've never considered that before. So, no, it's true, Murph, Googling it. Oh, really? Right. Yeah, that's an odd one, isn't it? You know, I mean, in the jacks, like, it's strange, very strange. Now, Poo-Tone Murphy. Brilliant. Right, anyway, the crack tonight, lads. Well, we're going flying in FSReborn's Sting S4. It's the TL-Ultralight. Real-world aircraft, and it does have the ballistic parachute attached. And well, we're flying here in Colombia, live time, live weather, and we're going to be live on the Southeast Asian server. And I'm looking forward to this flight because it's good old GA all the way for this one. So what we'll do, we'll hop on into it and get flying, I suppose. Yeah, right, I mean, that's what we're here for. So we shall do the usual transition. Jesus, I need to listen back to see how good that actually sounds, you know. But anyway, we'll come over to here, look. How he is. And the light seems terribly bright, but I'll figure it out, right? Now, buttons, Murph. Here's the thing, and there's a yoke. And my hoodie keeps falling backwards, hence I do the opposite to a Captain Picard. Well, I don't. I do this instead of that. It comes with rank. It comes with rank. Anyway, yes, the Sting S4. And, well, we all know the crack when it comes to FSReborn. We've seen this, and then, of course, the incredible M500, right? the M500. Viper Strike is in with a raid of raiders. Hello, Viper Strike, and welcome in, raiders. Hope you had a great stream, my guy. And welcome in, lads. We're just about to get started. And we're here looking at this thing. Now, the only thing I will say about the Sting S4, it's very nice. It's very, very pretty. And, well, we know the crack with FSReborn. I mean, the detailing on this, I mean, it's picture perfect to what you get from the brochure of the aircraft, right? The only thing I would say, for me, it's a little bit clean, right? A little bit clean. But that, you know, it's a new aircraft, so yeah, it's going to be clean. Do you know what I mean? But there's phenomenal detailing here. The model work is absolutely spot on. I love that big, massive bubble canopy. We have PBR all over the place. There's some beautiful reflections on it. And it's just, you know, it's a pretty little general aviation aircraft. So this is our Chariot 4 this evening, powered by a little old Rotax engine. We're in an ultralight aircraft. And a lot of these aircraft don't require the usual PPL. You can actually get away on, you know, sport license or an ultralight license would even be kind of handy, right? So, yeah, we'll see what the crack is. Bubble canopy, isn't it fantastic? Absolutely beautiful. And again, like, if you want to get right up and close, you can really see the details. Like, it's so sharp, right? And like, you know, even where the exhaust is, and again, all these reflections are there. It's just clean. It's just a little bit too clean for my liking. I'd like to see like a little bit of kind of wear and tear, and especially underneath, because, like, you know, now it does show the owner obviously is, you know, keep the thing clean and all. But it's a beautiful aircraft, and I haven't flown this in ages, and it recently got updated, and it features the upgraded Garmin G3X, which is updated by working title. So this is our Chariot for today, right? Now let me see. Viper Gaming, welcome in. Dammit, Jim is here. I used to know a girl who would set fire to all her bills every month. Her name was Bernadette. Brilliant. Bernadette. That's fantastic. Now, let me see. Nighthawk has posted a flight plan in the Bremen Discord. Thank you very, very much indeed. And DeBlaze, welcome in. Gaseous Maximus is late, or I'm early. We're late early. 8. Welcome in, dude. Welcome in. And right now, let's get in and have a look at this thing. So it comes with a EFB. Is very, very nice, right? Hello. And you'll see the similarities now building up towards the M500. I mean, this is what FSReborn pretty much started with in terms of aircraft, right? So what we can see here, well, it has the consequence of damage, wear and tear, all that sort of jazz. And we can remove the pitot cover and get rid of the chocks. Maybe that just put them in. That put them in. I had them off, so we better remove those. And look, the pitot cover, like that blows in the wind. It moves in the wind, so like there's lots of little details, right? So we'll go ahead and remove these now, and we can check on our tire pressures, air pressure, like front tire status here, tire pressure, engine tach hours 00. She's brand new, battery's only been on for a little bit, and we can see our battery voltage. So there's a lot of stuff happening here, right? Over to the realism. This is where we turn on or off what we would like our experience to be. So we can see we can have all electrical failures, we can have wear and tear on the battery, on the bulbs, all that sort of jazz is there. Then the same with our fuel and payload. Persistent last fuel and payload. Allow payload changes during flight. So basically you can turn on unlimited fuel if you wish. Engine failures, engine wear and tear, oil changes and coolant changes. And then we have our landing gear. Tire wear and tear, failures, brake wear and tear, and brake failures. Next up then we have the maintenance, so the engine maintenance, and we can do a couple of things. You click on the point you're interested in, and this is where you can replace your nav lights, your strobe lights, so on and so forth. Brake pads are in here. The tires, you can adjust the tire pressure. We have the battery, recharge or replace. We have the engine then itself. We can change the oil, we can perform some maintenance, we can top up the oil, or you can do a full engine overhaul. There's a lot of cool stuff in this. It's really nice for such a small little plane. We also have this nice visualization of our fuel and weight management. So we have our main tanks in the wings, and we can see here 10.2 gallons. So that's our main slider, yeah, for all the fuel. We have our weight and balance, and we can see we can put in a co-pilot in which Jemima will appear. Ah, Jemima, great to see you. Or we can say, no, Jemima, no. Right, so it's done very, very well. And then luggage, and you'll see the aircraft moving and shifting depending on what you put into the gadget, right? So put about 10 pounds weight in the back. Next up, the FAQ, so for anywhere from manuals and teaching you how to fly the plane, and then you have your settings. And again, they use this ballistic rescue system. So basically, if you deploy the parachute, You can turn on this cinematic camera. We saw this with the M500. So you had like these GoPro cameras set up all around the aircraft, and you go to turn on the engine, for example, well, the camera will automatically jump to the outside view, checking it all out. Kind of does the same here, right? Unit of measure, we can go gallons or litres, pounds or kilograms, nautical miles or kilometers, PSI or bar. We can use a clear canopy if you don't like the tinted canopy experience. So see the way see the tint there? Looks very nice. Well, if that wasn't your cup of tea, well, we can turn that off, and now they got rid of it. Again, there are so many kind of creature comforts here that FSReborn baked into this aircraft. I really like it. So that's the crack here with this. So what we're going to do, we're going to close down our canopy, right? There should be a little handle here. Come here to me. How do we do this now? Do we just flick this forward, I think? There we go. Canopy closing. And it's latched. Okay, canopy's closed. Nice. We can get rid of our little tablet that can go down onto the side here. And as we start looking around, it's a very small aircraft. But we can check it out, right? Check it out. So what we have, here's the button for the emergency parachute. Now be careful about that. Hopefully we don't need it, but it's there. The big red button, switch, pulley thingy, right? We have a little switch down here. This is for adjusting your rudder pedals. But you have this in most aircraft. You can actually adjust the pedals. Rather than moving the seat forward, you can actually move the pedals. And that's model and it works, look. Look at that. How cool is that, right? What else we have? The same on the far side as well. Now, moving up on top. So we can see that it's all glass, right? And we do have some backup instruments. And moving down, we have an autopilot unit. Very handy, right? We have this prop auto or prop manual. Flaps, we have our angle of attack. We have, what's this now? Our fuel. We have choke. We have heating. Keep moving down. We can see that we have our propeller. We have our power. And we have our fuel down here. There's no mixture to worry about. But we do have our fuel valve here. So we can go ahead and open the fuel. Fuel is open. Then for the rest of the aircraft, that's kind of it. But again, it's a sporty little machine, this, right? And again, if you wanted to put in your baggage, well, your bag and baggage starts appearing in the back, depending on how much weight you've put into it. And then you can see with this mad divil here, the ballistic parachute. And that's why you have this kind of a charge around the side, the circle around the back of the aircraft. Well, that's where that'll shatter and the parachute will deploy through there. So you wouldn't be leaving your cowboy hat there. Do you know what I mean? It'd be bad news. Do you know, bad news. Cockpit Racing, good to see you, man. You're looking very well, Murph, says Gibbo. Well, you still look like crap, but you're looking very well at the screen. Good concentration, you know? Jesus. Energizer, welcome in. Happy Friday. Thanks, Gibbo. Yeah, lovely fella, isn't he? I mean, we all agreed he was a lovely fella when he got out of the hospital. Or the home. One of them soon. But anyway, I'll turn off my camera now in a minute. It'll be grand. Night, Seb, good to see you. Don't be laughing. That's terrible. Boo, we say. You know, it was funnier in my head. No, it's still pretty funny. It hurt as well. I mean, that hurt, Gibbo. I mean, there's times, right? There's times when things are grand, and then there's times when things aren't as grand. That's the wrong button. There we go. You see? Can I get a close-up? I'm with that bashing me. Sometimes it's okay to make fun about people like me. I've thick skin. Yeah, Murph, your skin is very thick. Right? Do you remember that one out of The Simpsons? Even the very tall have to drive. Tim Miller is here. Hello, Tim. Jeez, that got terribly emotional there for a minute, didn't it? Right, all is well in the round, don't worry. Right, what was I doing? I was talking. Yeah. So, right, let's start powering up the machine here. I think my lights are still very bright. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, switch. Yes, it's coming alive, friends. Buttons are starting to happen. Going to put on our nav lights. Yes. And let me see here now. This is all off at the moment because our instruments are turned off. But we will turn on the owl instruments now. Are we ready? Ka-chunk. The Garmin units are coming alive. It's pretty much your avionics switch, instrument switches, right? But we'll get a good idea of what's happening. This is all new if you haven't flown yet with the G3X. So look, let's have a look. So this is kind of normal to us, right? You know, your usual kind of what's happening. This is new. The data link stuff expires in June. Balls. Oh, that's our nav data. Oh, Jesus, we're going to get a nav update in 2 weeks. Okay, so we can continue this. And if you look, these are independent of each other. How mad. How mad, right? So we can start messing here a little bit. So we have our radios, COM1. Then we have nav. We have an audio panel that can pop up here. So we can go COM1, COM2. We can split them, move them around. We have more options in here. Marker sensitivity, and so on and so forth. This is all default to the working title stuff. The intercom phone, none of that works. It's just there. It's nice to see it, I suppose. We can also split the screen and have a map on one side and our main instruments on the other. Now we can go to the menu here, and this is pretty nice. So this is where our CDI, our course deviation indicator, and we can go to VLOC 1, 2, or our GPS. We can also put in some inset windows. So for example, if we want a little map, or if we want to display traffic, that'll all display in here when we want it. We can also put in our flight plan or nearest airports. I'm going to pop in traffic there for the moment. You can also put in a second one, and we'll put that into nearest airports. And if I were to click on the menu once again, go back, see these two little insets that appeared? It's quite customizable, this thing. Very handy, very handy. Do you know? Soaring AJ! Good to see you. Welcome in, man. Tritz4 is here. He says, how are you? Happy Friday, man. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're well. So we're checking out the G3X. Now, what else do we have here? We have our bearing pointers. Again, that's just, you know, if they'll appear on either side of our heading indicator, I suppose. Leave those off for the moment. We can also go for our timers, minimums, all that jazz. More options. So we can put some information in here. Wind information, I want. Standard rate of turn, we can show that in angle pointers. So you'll get these up here. HSI orientation, you can be heading or north up or auto track. We'll go heading. Right side knob action, course and barrel, that'll do. Press to toggle knob action. Press to toggle knob action. Bit of knob action there. I will leave that disabled. Scroll down here now. Synthetic vision on or off. So we can turn that off and just have the usual. This is what you get, right? And if not, we can leave it in here and we have our flight plan marker. That's pretty sweet. Now, if we go to menu and then menu again, this is kind of where our main stuff is. And we can see what's happening here. This is very familiar to the likes of your 750s, this sort of jazz. So there's a few things not available, right? Which is understandable. In your setup, you can go into your data bar and just see what some of these options are. Nav radio controls. Audio panel screen can be left or right, depending on what way you want it. You have a load of different options here, which is it's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. We'll go back here. And let me see, scroll down. Oh no, we already are. Your display, so your backlit, all that sort of stuff. Your PFD startup page. Like, you have a lot of options here, lads. Lots and lots. There's your knob zoom action. Muse fan is here. We were just talking about knob action. Well, knob zoom action now. And moving on, or go back, even. Let me see, the sounds, right? That's okay. Minimums alert, altitude alert, that's all grand. Units of measure. So air temperature Celsius, baro inches of mercury, or we can go into hectopascals. What else? Weight can be in pounds. You can do everything from inside the unit itself, right? Do you know what I mean? This is all well to behave for a bank holiday. Where's the wig? Oh, Jesus. I went to the doctor, says Hemmingbird, with a carrot in me ear. A pear in me... Oh, no, hang on. I'll try again. English, Murph, you can do it. I went to the doctor with a carrot in my ear, a pea in me nose, and a tomato up me place. He said I wasn't eating properly. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Where do we go from here, lads? Fuel economy, nautical miles, US gallons, or we can go imperial, metric, or statute. Look at there's options for the options. What else? Time, current time, and we can go to Zulu if we want. The map options, right? So you can say, right, general, orientation north up, compass arc can be shown there as well. What else? The map options, we can see terrain shading. Yes, turn that on, you devil. Or turn it off, that's your terrain. What else do we have? Selected altitude, intercept arc, turn that on. There's options in here. Track vector, distance or time. Oh, there's a lot of options in this. We'll go back. Backlight intensity, no. Setup. What else do we have? The PFD. Wind vector, we already did that. That's grand. Come back up the road now, Murph. Go back. And what else? Transponder is in there. So we can go to transponder. It's kind of easy-ish to go through. You'll figure it out yourself, right? you know what I mean? Going to be a long weekend for you, Muse. Jesus, is she going to... Muse, if she starts talking about making food, run away, run far, right? And run fast. Sounds like an odd way to toss this salad. Jesus. Let's move on. You're a rowdy bunch now here on a Friday. Rowdy bunch, right? Moving on quickly. Right, so there's our electricity on. So we're going to start up the old machine here. Are we ready? So flaps, leave them alone. Choke. I don't know what the setting needs to be for the choke. We're going to put our prop to full. Open the old throttle. And we're going to look for an auxiliary booster pump. It's like the sound you hear when you're at the dentist. Ah! Okay, and hopefully this all works. So we go from off to right, left, both. Clear prop. And let's see what happens. Oh, the little owl Rotax. I only popped in to say hello, says Muse fan. Right? Brilliant. I have to drive later, Gibbo. That's why, man. Right, now, what are we doing? We're over here now. And again, we have all these options over here if we want as well. Let me see. Pitot heat. We probably don't need it, but we'll turn it on. We have a little green light indicating that the aircraft is recharging. We can open our heated seats, or turn on your heated seats, right? And they, either side, right? What else do we have in here then? Reset our barrow and our directional indicator. And looking at our map here, well, we can start putting in a bit of a flight plan, right? So we're going to go in here and we can say, right, we can have weather or traffic, or we can set up the map. That's all grand. Flight controls, autopilot, flight director, and all our jazz. Pretty nice. Let me see now. If we go across here to our flight plan, we're going to add in some waypoints. I'm going to start putting in our actual flight plan. So on the ground at SKNV, right? SKNV. This is a great bit of kit. From there, we're going to add a waypoint. Our first stop of the night is going to be SKCL. SKCL. From there, it's going to be over to SKAR. SKAR. And finally, it's going to be over to SKIB. And that's how our flight plan looks like. Very, very nice, right? Funbug, the nose wheel on the 414 is stuck full left. Uh-oh. Do you know the max speed you can safely deploy the flaps? No. Oh, wait, hang on. No, we'll have to learn that one together. Right, so that's our flight plan. We're looking good. What else can we do in here? Menu for the flight plan. Their approaches and your procedures. That's all grand. Let's see here now. Traffic. And we should be able to turn on our ADS-B. No. Zoom or select page. So there's zoom. And it's a heading up, so that's okay. What else can we do from in here now? Again, you can split this. Like, they're super little units, aren't they? Information, so that's your satellites. How are they getting on? And then the engine page. And we can see cylinder head temperature, coolant quantity of our fuel, gallons per hour, pressure. And then we can see our electrical system with our volts and also our amps. A lot of stuff in here, right? It's really good. And of course, FSReborn, they've tweaked everything in here to work very well. Do you know what I mean? So, where are we at now? We're over here, look. Right. Move this across or go back to map. We'll keep that there. I have terrain turned on over here to see what we're doing. This side is looking good with traffic. Let me see. ADS-B is operating and it's all unrestricted. There is our nearest airports. Again, if we don't want that there and we want to put in our flight plan, well, we can do that. Put in the flight plan instead, and we're going to hit back. And here's our flight plan. And see the way it's giving us the distance as well. Like, this is super handy to have. This is a great bit of kit. So our transponder, we're going to leave it on 7,000, but we'll go to on and enter that in there, and we can go back. And what else do we need to do here now? That's all looking good. Landing lights can come on, and we're going to start taxiing on out. Flight directors can be engaged. Our altitude select, right? So we're going to put in an initial altitude of 4,000 feet. We're going to need an awful lot more. We're going miles up into all those mountains. So I'm looking forward to that. We're going into these lads over there, look. We're going that way, lads, right? So this should be a fun trip, right? So I'm going to turn on our multiplayer. Give it a second to load in. We're going to come off the brakes. Bit of power.
Hello there.
Test the brakes. Brakes are working. And we'll start rambling in. Kanzui, hello there. Hope you're well, man. So look at the Like, the view you have out of this aircraft, nothing short of deadly, right? Nothing short of deadly. And what direction is that? The wind is blowing that way. All right. So we're going to ramble this way for a moment, right? And we're just taking our time outside. I mean, it's a Rotax engine. Very nice. It works. It absolutely works. Now, let me see. Once we get out here, we'll turn on the old strobes. Now, the wind is blowing the opposite way, lads. So I think we need to start from the opposite side of the runway, do we? There's just Tom rambling in. So let's have a look at this now. We're going to taxi up this way. And we kind of have to back taxi because we've got people up here, look. So as we approach the runway, we're going to head and get our strobes turned on. There's a terribly long pause in the sim. Oh, Jesus. Will it crash? Will it crash? No, we're alive! We're alive! Operating the flaps. Bring the flaps back in. So we're just going to back taxi here down to the lads, right? And see what we can see. Thank you for following. Hockey, you're very welcome in. It's why I love to fly the RV14 because of the bubble canopy. Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? That's a VR ready plane if I've ever seen one. It's so well done, isn't it? It's so well done. Murph, are you claiming that your Skoda is working today? It is working today. Hello, Eamon. Good to see you. Do you know? Yeah. That's why we're on early tonight, lads. I have to pick up the young fella from the disco later on, right? Canoe Head 2 is here. What beautiful line of sight. What beautiful line of sight is if this aircraft. This is the Sting S4 by FSReborn. Very pretty. It's just a really nice general aviation aircraft. Is this airplane, does it have sim brief details? I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure. That's okay, Canoe Head. We kind of got the idea. Great sounds though. And again, like the details inside the cockpit, really, really nice, aren't they? It's very beautiful, this. Okay, so we're gonna get ourselves turned around. Hey, we got a beautiful selection of aircraft with us today. Look at that, twin Comanche. Nice. 414s, everything is there. We even have that mad looking thing. That's a mad looking thing. What are they called again? What's the name of the thing? I always forget. Jeez, we've got a good few people here. Alright, so before we get going, we are going to hold our station. We're going to bring our RPM up. There we go. And we're going to test the mag, so we're going to look for a drop. There's a little drop, back to both. There's the right, little drop, back to both. Fuel pump coming on. Transponder, we're going to put you onto altitude reporting. Jesus, the noise of that fuel pump, she's loud, isn't it? One notch of flaps for takeoff. See the flaps moving into position. Make sure the choke is closed. That's to do with our RPM, our prop, so we'll see what the crack is now. Right, friends, it is time to go flying. Are we ready? My plane did not load at the airport. That's okay. Murph, if any straws, mate. Hospital all day. Oh, Jesus. 4 teeth out and a gob full of stitches. You poor unfortunate. Dougal, is it a real case though? Right, I mean, if it is. Jesus. Dude, feel better soon, man. Bit of ice in the, you know. Hope you taught Junior how to be a good wingman. Jesus, right? That's genius. Right, are we ready? So, power coming in. Speed alive. Go away, starters. Here's 60. Yep, see Daisy. And that's as simple as that. 80 knots. It's super, super smooth. Beautiful. The trim. Fuel pump off. Flaps in. Bit of trim. Careful now. There's the wind starting to hit us. We got 20 knots over the nose. Guinness is perfect for no teeth. Right, Guinness will work. Guinness would work. Murph, can you disable the joystick in the Sting, as in make it disappear? Yes. Yes, you can. Keen Lafford is in the house. Hello, Keen. Happy Friday to you, my dude. Right, bring the power back a small bit. The RPM is a little bit high, right? And get ourselves circling around here. Bit of a climb to make, but we're just going to circle around, give everyone a few minutes to get themselves airborne. While we're doing that, lads, if you joined us here on this Friday night, and it is early, well, if you're on the Xbox, press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. And if you're here because it's Friday, and let's be honest, sure, listen, what else would we be doing on a Friday? Well, you press number 3. Hello, Fireflies. Jesus, I nearly fell over. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1900 Zulu time. Yeah, but Murph, it's earlier. It's grand. There's another terrible long stutter.
Hello there.
What's with the stutters, Sim? Come on, man. Hang on, I was thinking about doing the thing. Now, where were we? We're over here. The Eurovision countage starts in August. P.S. Mirandai, hello there. Hope you're well. Let me see. 18 on the PC, 2 on console. Nice. Thank you, Keen. Zybok calling from Denmark. Good evening to you from Tipperary, my guy. How's the stutterage? He's like the... what was his name? He's... Jesus, now playing. Calm it all down, will you? Calm it down. He's like the... Wait now, can we put the prop into auto mode? Prop auto. There you go. That'll calm it. We're like the jockey with the stutter. By the time he said giddy up, the race is over. But that's okay. Right, what are we doing here now? Let's ramble over this way. Jesus, we have a lot of planes with us, lads. This is fantastic, look. Beautiful. So yeah, we need to do a bit of climbing, so it's going to be a right turn. We're going into these mountains over here on the right hand side. Look, following Wombat. That's where we're off to. Hey Icarus, good to see you. What cruise speed and range of this aircraft? We'll find out all the jazz here now. It'll cruise at about 110, somewhere between 110 and 115, give or take. So we're just going to swing it around here to the right hand side. We're going to come down to our autopilot. And let me see, we are on GPS mode. So we're going to arm nav. We can see this. We're going to activate the autopilot. We're currently on we can go heading mode. So let's sync the heading. So we're on heading and we're going to arm nav. So heading and then GPS. So we're going to turn our heading to intercept. And then when it comes to our altitude of just 4,000 feet, well, we're going to bring this divel up a little bit, right? Let me see here now. So we're going to say vertical speed. We're going to start climbing at about, I don't know, let's go about 750. And we're going to bring our overall altitude upwards. So we're currently at 4.4. So we're going to bring this guy all the way up. Keep climbing, keep climbing, keep climbing. Bit of wind here we need to worry about. Now we have captured our magenta line. That's all good. So we're going to straighten up here and then bank left. We'll go to 10,000 feet initially, and let's see what we can do. The capabilities of this aircraft, not fantastic, right? Murph, do you have auto FPS running? I don't, actually. I don't. When is the next Forza Motorsport? Not sure. Not sure. Might do something next week. Jesus, look at all the traffic. Look at all the traffic here. Look. Jesus. We can zoom that in, actually. Look. Right. Nothing but planes around us. This is awesome. So we've got to keep an eye on the speed here now, because we are getting fairly bashed out of it with the winds. 17 knots coming in from the left-hand side. And, well, we need to be climbing here. So we're currently climbing at around 800 feet per minute, and we want to get up to about 10,000. We need about, I don't know what we need, probably 15 to clear some of this. So we'll take it easy. I'm actually picking up a bit of speed, which is telling me I can increase my rate of climb. Let's give it the full 1,000 feet per minute. And, well, let's have a look. But, like, look at the detailing on this. You have your turn and slip coordinator here. Everything's digital. You have your little green mark. That's pointing the plane. That's in our direction of flight. But because we're combating this wind, the nose of the aircraft is turning into the wind, and we're getting crabbed across, right? I'm stepping up in the world of magic. Starting at the end of the month, I'll be entertaining guests during dinner hours in the local hotel. Ah, Keen, that's brilliant news, man. Ah, that's great news. Well done. That's huge. What I'm going to do this weekend, Muse, I'm going to put in auto FPS just to kind of test, right? Because I used to have it. Oh, wait. Can that just run out of the sim? I wonder. Sim Connect session. So this is all supposed to, oh look, it's connected, right?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm trying to remember how this works. FPS tolerance. Now, see the way the session has gone red? Oh look, we're in. Okay, it should be working now. Target FPS. Well, what are we currently running at? Alt-R. And let's see, 42 frames? So look at this big Aegis. Listen, I can't remember how to work this, right? It'll be grand though. 40 frames is a little bit on the low side. I wonder, can we go higher? Well, it's behaving. Clouds currently went to high. LOD. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on this. So she's ticking over there, so we'll say nothing for the minute, right? Now, rate of climb here is coming off the chart a bit. Drop the nose, Murphy, because we're slowing down. Drop about 700 maybe. And oh, look at the scenery here. Look. Now we do have to ramble over this, so you course, if you want, lads, you can skirt up along that ravine there and then ramble over the canyon and then up the far side. We're just trying to pick up a little bit of altitude. Look at that line of mountain. Isn't that mad? So we're hoping it'll help with the stutters on takeoff and landing. Well, let's go with it. Now 70 odd knots. We're still climbing, which is good. 6,000 feet. Again, we're good. Gesundheit. I had to sneeze. Right, how are we looking? Well, there's a bit of a stutter now. Jesus, then. Behave. She's taking her sweet ass time. This thing, isn't it? So this is like kind of a prop sync by keeping the prop on auto. Okay. Fuel flow and all the jazz. So we can go in here and have a look at the engine stuff. Or can we? We can. So cylinder head temperature's okay. Fuel burn is quite low. Fuel calculations look. Endurance. Ooh, look at this. Got a bit just under 2 hours and 45 minutes. Nice. Jesus, the swarm of aircraft here. This is absolutely brilliant. So 6,800 feet. 2988 is the current barrow. We're looking good. Ooh, the wind is really hitting us. 13 knots. This is pretty. Man, look at that ridge there. Isn't that amazing looking? It's like the wall, isn't it? The wall. King of the North and all the jazz. Look at the lads in the fast planes down there. Deadly. Okay, we're looking a little bit better now. I'd say we can calm this fella down even more. Drop the nose. Let's go 500 feet per minute. Let's start picking up a little bit of speed. And let's see what happens. It reminds me, I've yet to finish Narcos. Narcos is brilliant Energizer. You need to watch it all in one sitting. All of it. Like, all of it. Right? Needs to happen. Needs to happen. Yeah, Muse, I'll let that run and we see what happens. Gibbo, do you use this auto FPS thing? Gibbo gets absolutely amazing frames on his PC. He'd be up in like the 120s here. Now we're getting 87, 88. Nothing wrong with that. So what's this gadget doing? Set target FPS. I'll just tell it 50. Jesus, do you know how many hours it is? It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So we're taking our time here as we kind of ramble up, but once we get to our little cruise, we'll pick up the speed and then away we go. Need to watch the time as well. At 22:15 local or 21:15 Zulu, you just need to start shouting at me because that's when I need to run, right? It's an interesting airplane, is the TL-Ultralight. The TL-2000 Sting. This is it here, look. This is the real deal right here. So, what do we know, right? Overview. Tuned to perfection, optimal features for the previous Sting Carbon model have been complemented by new innovations. Ooh! The Sting S4 builds on the experience of the Sting Carbon, proven and tested. The Legend, produced in nearly 400 units, has been innovated and improved on. We have collected more than 10 years of experience with this aircraft. Now we have managed to fine-tune it into perfection. Ooh! So here we have the exterior. Quality and reliable Rotax engines of various performance options, from the classic carburetor to the market's latest. The prop, automatic Power Max propeller, ideal for all our aircraft. However, we are able to individually answer to all client requirements. Fixed or in-flight adjustable, we'll recommend the best one for you. The landing gear you can rely on. It enables solid ground or grass takeoffs and landings. The nose wheel is steerable. Hey, this is kind of cool. The rescue system. Crew safety is a priority. This is why all our aircraft are fitted with a rescue parachute system that will, in the unlikely event of an emergency, get you safely to the ground. Max horizontal speed 220 knots, stall speed 80 kilometers or 43 knots. Oh, beg your pardon, 120 knots. Max horizontal flight speed 120 knots. Never exceed 153. The cockpit, as we can see, 3D visualization. Let's get in here. Oh wow, look at the state of this. Hey, what? Is that a dude? Jesus, for a second there now, I thought now that was right. Anyway, Jesus, look at this. This is kind of cool, isn't it? So they've only gone with one G3X option over on this one. And the canopy. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Steering and control, all the jazz. Avionics. The Garmin G3X Touch. How are we looking? One up on 9,000. Keep climbing there, Betsy. Pilots of larger aircraft know the Garmin well. Recently, a new system suitable for use in ultralight aircraft has been introduced. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Hey, Patrick is here. Good to see you. Little nav map says 15,000. Okay. This thing isn't pressurized, or is it? Bring an O2 tank, Murph. Be grand. But just getting very, very sleepy. Very, very... What? We're there. Sitting by a pool. What does it look like? So, the Rotax 912 ULS, 4-cylinder, 4-stroke engine, liquid-cooled cylinder heads, and air-cooled cylinders. It's got a dry sump force lubricated with a separate oil tank of 3 litres, automatic adjustment by hydraulic valve tappet, 2 carburetors with a constant pressure in the diffuser, mechanical fuel pump, contactless electronic dual ignition with 2 circuits with an electric starter and prop speed reduction unit. Jesus. It's a very nice airplane. How much do they cost? I mean, that's what we're here for, isn't it? Cost of Sting S4. There's a second-hand one for 135,000. What? 135 grand, lads. It's in France as well. It's a 2016 built. Jesus, that's not bad, is it? Come on, will we buy it for the crack? Ah, come on, it even has a parachuter. I mean, anyone can fly it if it has a parachute. 135,000, that's in your Cessna 172 range. This is an ultralight, so it's not a terribly cheap aircraft. But for that kind of price, we're not too bad, right? So, we will level out up here. We're coming into some clouds as well. A little bit light on the L satellite data, I have to say. But sure, look, we're flying well. Might bring over the engine detail here as well, just to make sure we can see it. That temperature is looking okay. Coolant is looking good. Our fuel burn is very low. That's great. And that's how we're looking. So we're well on the way, lads. We are well on the way. And our first stop is over at Sierra Kilo Charlie Lima, Alfonso Bonilla. It's over in a place called Cali, or just outside of Cali. So this should be fun. So let's have a look. We're now in level flight. Let's see how much speed we're going to start picking up. We've just hit, it reckons, 100 total airspeed. We've got a little bit of a tailwind here. That's nice. In terms then of our engine, temperatures and pressures. Well, what can we push here? RPM, manifold pressure. Let's see, can we increase you devil? Can we get it up to about 20 inches? There we go. 20 inches, that should bring us up to about 110, give or take. And we'll start moving, right? Not a fan of the blue tinted window, says Sim Mr. Egan. Well, I'm glad you said that. Check it out, Sim Mr. Egan. So the blue tinted glass, come down here into your settings, and click of a button, 'tis gone. Bang, bang, and the dirt is gone. You can actually get rid of the gadget, look. I haven't done these in a while, so make up for my lack of making myself look like a total idiot publicly. I declare that I have a habit of saying everything put loud that I read. Ah, Jesus, Keen. I mean, like, we'll give it to him.
Get a load of this guy.
We've just been keened. How much is this beautiful little airplane? So in the sim, is it like 25 bucks? Unofficial MSFS marketplace. Let's see here now. Aircraft. Search. Sting. It's $24.99 US dollars. $24.99. That's not bad, right? That's not bad at all. Christ, it's the rain. I didn't know what was happening. Jesus. It's the rain. We're picking up some rainage. I'm saying I don't mind the blue, but I absolutely love the option to turn it off. Yeah, 100% no one no. I like it. Coronado have done the same. They've added in that little bit of a tint, which is nice. But FSReborn give you the option to turn it off, which is just better. You know what I mean? Like, it's, Jesus, look at the height of that. Jesus. El Colombia, huh? Beautiful. Now, we're not heading over towards Medellin. That's where the other fella's going to be there. Do you know what I mean? So our first leg of 74 nautical miles, we have 47 miles to go. Next leg will be 65, final leg will be 37. So we're chugging along. A little bit of a tailwind is helping us out as well. There are mods to have other colours than blue. Goldfriend, oh really? That's interesting. Now, something like the RVs are going to be a little bit faster. The RV14, they'll probably have a little bit of an edge. Manifold pressure is now, like, we're in rental mode here, right? But let's see what happens. She's ticking away nicely. And I like the way all of these three screens, they're all independent of each other. That's really nice. Really, really nice. Status is looking okay. Realism is good. Maintenance can't do it until we're on the ground, and then our weight and balance. So yeah, it's really good, lads. The only thing it doesn't have is a dynamic tail number, or at least with the aircraft I've chosen. But this aircraft recently updated. I think the update just went live on Xbox as well. So hey, there's Burstix over there. Meet the Jesus. Great to see you, man. Hello, Bonanza. Bit of a climb here, lads, isn't there? Right. We're kind of bejesus. The ground is just there, like, but sure, we're all right for the minute. It will get a little bit higher over here. This is beautiful, isn't it? Oh, they really do pay us, Mirandai. I forgot to take the pitot cover. It appears I cannot get it off in flight. Uh-oh. Yep, that's a real thing. Yeah, so the scenery here, like the mesh is quite good, but there's a bit of a lacking when it comes to the satellite imagery, but like it would make sense, right? I mean, it's this would be under a lot of cloud. You know what I mean? But Colombia is such a, anywhere in South America, it's a gorgeous place to go flying in. Like, it's absolutely stunning, lads. I mean, look at it. And we're on live time with live weather as well, so I mean the whole thing is like, do you know what I mean? The last time we flew this aircraft, we were up around 2 NCO, and we pulled the gadget and tried to do a controlled parachute landing. We might try that later on for the crack. So let's see, we're roughly halfway there on our first leg. I'm surprised at the fuel burn out of this. It's very economic. Endurance is 2 hours and 20. We're burning 4.3 gallons an hour. There's nothing, you know. Watch out for them poisonous spiders. Spiders. The parachute works. Yes, PS Mirandai. I'm not a fan of spiders. I'm just saying they need to be all, you know, moved out of the way from my location. Not a fan of them at all. Beautiful. That looks like the Coronado. It is the Coronado. Jez, I'd love if, I would love the A2A Bonanza in the sim. Do you ever fly the A2A Bonanza? Stunning. Coronado have gone very quiet though, haven't they? Like, no word from them in ages. They, like, the last time we heard of Coronado, they released, they started releasing their own add-ons on their own website. Nothing new since. So they're either flat out busy making stuff for next year. What's this do now? Oh, that's your altimeter. Why isn't that working? Oh, it is, not 10,000. Alright, okay. Interesting. I'll see you at the first stop. Good man, Patrick. Prime TMP, welcome in. There was also an update over on FS Hub. Bobby is working on the new rendition of LRM that'll connect your sim, or it'll connect to your sim using Sim Connect, which is just genius, by the way. And I'm really looking forward to that. He reckons he's going to have some beta stuff to play with next Friday. Really looking forward to that. Guys, look at the canyon in here, look. This is a really nice machine. Great little cruiser. Not the fastest though, that's the only thing. But I'm really liking this G3X. I haven't used this yet. Haven't used it yet. What else can we play with here? So the menu. Go back. Menu. Main menu. I'm really like, this would be handy for VATSIM. Not that you'd be using this much on VATSIM, but you know what I mean? Info. Traffic, flight plan, waypoints. Oh, that's nice. And then your main map. Flight plan options. We can select our approach as well. And if we want to go full screen, full screen it is. So yeah, we've terrain up here we're going to have to worry about.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Bit of climb is going to be needed. Marwell, thank you very much indeed. Subscribing with Prime. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome in. Meanwhile, Colombia has the golden poison frog. The, Jesus, Philobates terribilis. Despite its small size, the frog is considered to be the most poisonous extant animal species on the planet. A frog! What's happening with Microsoft Flight Sim 2024? Haven't heard anything about it. News has it we're going to get a trailer on the 9th of June. Now I'm going to be kind of half smart here. We're going to duck down here to the left. Heading mode. And use this canyon here to help us along, right? The local tribes use toxins from the frog skin and create poisonous darts. Jesus. From frogs, though. This is pretty. Now don't go too far off, Murph. Just keep it kind of slightly left. That's helping us now completely with the tailwind, look. Follow me, he said, as they went into the valley. There's a weird looking mountain there. Look, Jesus. Oh, the VL3, great plane. Great, now I don't like frogs anymore. Just imagine Ace Ventura Part 2, only in real life. I have the reflexes of a cat. So go ahead, throw it. Chikaka. Do you remember Ace Ventura though? Great movies. I haven't seen them in years. Years and years, lads. Now, what could possibly go wrong here? So, we will have to climb towards the end. So, let me see. We're going to need more than an extra 1,000 feet, methinks. We're going to need about 2. So, we're going to put a very gentle vertical speed climb of about 200 feet per minute. And, let's just mosey along here. Ace Ventura, right? Bumblebee tuna. Don't lick the frog. Ironhorn. What was the name? Ironhorn? Great movie. South America is just beautiful. One of the many places on my bucket list. It's stunning. And what, like, again, I watched Narcos, and Jay's is brilliant and showing off the countryside. It's not without its drama, of course, but like some of the you know, the cinematography, the shots and whatever else you see. Oh, there's stores. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful looking country. Absolutely stunning now. Jesus Murph. Climb it up there now a little bit, Bidgie. This is kind of dodge. I wonder why I'm going to crash. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've done something terribly stupid. Now, the wind is blowing behind us, meaning we should get kind of free travel. Let's autopilot off, manual mode. We should get a free bit of a push up the hill here. Because the wind is blowing behind us, look. We've 10 knots behind us. So we should be able to climb here without losing too much speed. Get up, you devil, you. Go on, you on, get up. Get up, go on. Yes. Yes. Jesus, imagine driving up here though, right? The scene with the rhino though. Look at this. Now that wind is going to drop off behind us, so we need to be careful. Keep the wind behind us and that'll help us. It's in effect, it's actually oh Jesus, it'll be pushing us up the mountain. Now this is looking proper dodge. Keep the wind directly behind you. 14 knots. Holy sweet mother of Jesus. Get up there, Murph. This is proper close to the ground. Oh, be the Janie. Oh wow, we got some snow coverage and everything. Keep her going. Keep her going. Now there's no way in hell we're getting over that big one, so we'll go around this. It's like you're gliding. It's mad, isn't it? We're catching all the updrafts. Indeed. That's what I love about Microsoft Flight Sim. It's the only sim that does that. Alright, so if we stay close here, the wind is still blowing behind us to the right. So we're getting free energy. I mean, we're just, you know, we're sailing. Wow, look at that mountain. Look at the state of that. Oh, look at the speed drop off now because it dipped in behind that other mountain. Holy crap. 60 knots. We're right on the... Oh, Jesus. We're not getting up this. We're not getting up this. Keep that wind. Keep the wind pushing us. Oh, Jesus. 58. How close do we are? Oh, God almighty, that's close. Jesus. We're alive. We're still alive. Let's circle out this way a bit. Watch your speed, Murph. And they said it couldn't be done. We're going to ramble over this way now. This is a challenge. We're using the wind. Only 4 clouds would have been absolutely shagged. Wow, look at that view though. That's insane looking. We're over the worst of it now. We got through the first bit. This is brilliant. Man, that was so much fun. JD, AV Live, good to see you, man. You're very welcome in. Jeez, that was brilliant. Like, the wind absolutely helped us out there. How friggin' cool was that? Right, so altitude now, we can drop her down a bit. Go back down to 10,000. Autopilot engage, heading, stringer to the right, arm nav mode. And we will once again intercept this magenta line. Don't go too close to the mountains. Did everyone make it over?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
We hope they did. Charlie B, thank you very much indeed. 7 months, man. Thank you so much. Hope you're well. I'm convinced Jim Carrey is not human. That's a great movie though, isn't it? Great movie. Ah, that was absolutely class. Like, that was using physics. We used science to get over the mountain. Vacuum, good to see you. Okay, continue on with a right turn here. Re-intercept our little magenta line. And we can descend here now like a divil. V-speed, drop the nose down. Going around 800 feet a minute for the moment. It influenced my life more than probably any other celebrity or entertainer ever. From Living Colour to Burt Wonderstones, he's my favourite of all time. Brilliant, isn't it? Alrighty then. He's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What's your favourite Jim Carrey movie? Liar Liar is great. Ace Ventura, right? The Sting GX or G3X doesn't read the total airspeed, but GS reads fine. Should I reinstall it? Cyan, if you have, it depends, right? There's an issue, I think, if you're using the PMS 50 GTN 750. So your total airspeed is the total speed you're moving through the air, because we have a tailwind element of about 13 knots, right? Your ground speed is the actual speed you're doing over the ground. And usually the higher you get up, you're moving slower in the air, but your speed over the ground is increasing because there's less air up there. The density is a lot less. Dumb and Dumber, oh, great movie. Pull over, what? Pull over. No, it's a jumper, but thanks for asking. When Bobby Met Sally. Oh, that was good as well, actually. The Grinch, love watching it every Christmas. Yeah. Wow, I don't know, because the Ace Venturas and Dumb and Dumber are around the same time, so how can I pick from either of those, right? They're very, very good. Very, very good. Right, we're almost back down to 10,000 feet. I reckon we go an awful lot lower. We can. We're going to go a whole lot lower now. Altitude select, bring it all the way down. I reckon, what's our landing elevation required for our next airport, lads? We get down to 5,000 and we see what happens for the crack. Increase our rate of descent. 900 will do. Now our speed is going to go into the Holy Jesus territory. It's fine, absolutely fine. Now heading, our GPS is armed.
Hello there.
So I'm just waiting until we intercept this magenta line. We can see that line is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. As soon as we get a lock on that, the aircraft will roll left, right? 3,400-ish? Nice. Captain G, welcome in, dude. 763. Thank you very much for the follow. Good to see you. Okay, so she's going to beat onto that magenta line and then there'll be a left turn. Nice. They were some serious mountains. Serious. And we need to cross them again a little bit later on. But just a little bit further up the road. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Bruce Almighty. Ah, that's brilliant. I'm free on the 7th at 7. Yeah, Bruce Almighty. Yeah, that's very, very good. Alright, descending, speed is looking good, RPM is quite high, but that's okay. Traffic, there's a ton of traffic around me. 12 miles out, Then it'll be a 65 nautical mile hike. But what I'm liking about the second leg, if we have a look at Navigraph here for a moment, lads. So here we go here, right? We're going to land, there's Cali off to the left hand side. Our next leg, we're going to be flying up and we can kind of handrail all the mountains here. And then we got to cross them. But if you look closely, there is a valley. Ah, yes, we like valleys. So the second leg would be interesting. Now we should have the airport in sight. Soon, very soon. Oh, Me, Myself and Irene, that's another great one. Me, Myself and Irene is brilliant. Yeah. I haven't seen them in so long. What was the name? Frank, wasn't it? Oh, little Frank had lots of fun there, did he? Renee, what was her name? Zellweger? Reese, what was her name? She's in that. You know your one with the hair and the face, right? Just watched it the other day. Nice. Reese. Not Renee Zellweger. Come on, Patrick. How did Patrick know that? Wasn't she in that other film? Your one with the big underpants. What's that called? Bridget Jones. Gibbo's favourite movie. He watches it every Saturday, I'm told. Brilliant. Renee. Do you remember Renee Russo? Was it Renee Russo? Remember she was in all the Lethal Weapons? Was she in something else as well? Was she in the movie Ronin with Robert De Niro and Sean Bean and others? Wasn't she? What was the French fella? Jean Reno or something? Leon? Was it? The Mask. Yeah, The Mask was good. What was her name? Jeez, the blondie one. Blondie McBlonde. What was her name? Can't think. I'd be useless if tonight was some sort of a pub quiz. If you said her name now, I'd say her, right? Cameron Diaz. There we go. That's in there somewhere. I mean, like, it's in there somewhere, you know. You wouldn't know your luck. Right, 7,000. Right, Murphy, you need to kind of descend here rapidly. Drop her down there now. Let's go for 2,000 feet per minute. Bring our power back. And let's see what's going to happen. Airport's dead ahead. I did it. Jean Reno. What a great actor, though. He was in Mission Impossible as well. The first one. Ah, yeah. Great movies. Great movies. Okay, airport's ahead. Nameplates are on, off, just to see what we're doing. Left turn will bring us in here. So heading. Swing us over to the left-hand side, please. There we go. Thoughts on Adam Sandler movies? The Wedding Singer, Happy Gilmore, The Waterboy, Bobby Boucher. Hey, Waterboy. They're very, very good. What was the one he was a parent in it? Billy Madison. Bad Parents, or what was the one? Big Daddy, that was the one. Yeah. Mandula Oblongata. The Waterboy is probably my favourite one that Adam Sandler was in. He's very, very funny. The Wedding Singer was brilliant as well. I can't put him exactly on the same level as Jim, but he's right up there. Oh, he's brilliant. Adam Sandler is brilliant. I haven't watched... He was in a movie recently with Jennifer Aniston. I haven't watched it yet. I saw it come up on Netflix there ages ago. And, I don't know. I couldn't tell you the name of it, but it looked very good. Oh, 50 First Dates is good. Yeah. What one was that again? 50 First Dates. Ruben, are you for scuba? Was that the one? He's scuba diving and they're all having a bit of a, you know. Oh, Zohan. I saw that in the cinema. Don't mess with the Zohan or something. He was the friggin'... Was he? That'll be very popular now. He was like some sort of what do they call them? Them special forces in Israel, and he was a barber, but really he was a whatever you call them. Special services or special forces. What are they called? Mossad or something. I can't remember. Another great movie though. Don't mess with the Zohan. Yeah, hilarious. Stupid, like, leave your brain at the door, but, you know, very good. Right, autopilot off. You still need to see it? Yeah, it's quite good. Yeah, the part of the IDF, but like, what's their, like, was it Mossad? I could be very wrong now and offending everyone, but I think it was. I was blown away, didn't expect it to be that hilarious. Yeah. Little Nicky, I didn't watch Little Nicky actually. Pretty sure I'm right. Now this is going to be interesting. The Sting is going to be, well, skidded. No, what's the word? Slipped. We're going to do a slip. Jean Reno is well known also for the movie Le Grand Bleu, about deep sea diver. Really, Goblin Zeus? I like Jean Reno, he's a great actor. Right, easy Murph. So, bit of a slip here. There we go. 70 odd knots, we're okay. Yeah, I don't know. Little Nicky, it never kind of appealed to me, you know. Leon was and is a great film. Dazati Arab, yes it is. One of the best car chases in any movie. Really, really good. Hey, Mosh is here. Good to see you, Mosh. How far are you into the journey? This is our first stop, dude. Jump on in. I'm still getting stutters, but I don't know. Is it like the placebo effect? They're not as bad. We'll keep going and see what happens. At least we know we can slip this gadget. Easy now. Landing number 1 for tonight, friends. We've 1 notch of flaps. We'll probably make it work with 1 notch of flaps. Watch your speed. Easy. 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 There's great sounds in this, isn't there? Part idle. Hold the nose. Hold the nose. Touchdown. 39 feet a minute. Where would you get it? Beautiful. Ah, look at the lads lined up to see us, look. Ah, is are only gorgeous. Is are brilliant. Turned out in your finest Sunday dress. Huh? Well done, well done. Hey, Lightworks is here. Good to see you. I'm sorry, I might have to call it here. Alf, no worries, man. Muse fan gifted a tier 1 sub to Lee Dixon. Look, thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, Muse. Currently fiddling with the thingamabobber, but I shall join shortly. Nice, nice. Jesus, look at all the planes lined up, and what a selection of airplanes we have here this evening, friends. I think Muse did that to distract me so I could read a message in the chat. Brilliant. Yeah. Muse fan, message received. Yes, yes. And also, Jesus. It was at that moment he realised. Anyway, look at the back of all these planes. Jojo1 is here. Good to see you. We have a DA-42, a PA-28. Beautiful, beautiful. A twin Comanche when one Comanche isn't enough. We have an Islander. Yeah, old Britain Norman, you're a long way from home. Look at the size of that thing. If only they'd make it better. I do like that plane though, the old Twin Otter. There's a D60, the Duke. Look at the state of that Duke, it's only gorgeous. There's a VL3. There's 3 VL3s. Wait, there's 4 VL3s. We're up to 12. Oh, someone brought out a P2012. That was brave. Beautiful. Here is a Cessna 206. Who took that out for the spin, lads? I've yet to fly that, by the way. But it's looking good, isn't it? Hang on a second. Not bad for a freeware aeroplane, do you know what I mean? A 414. Look at the livery though. That's like something out of a James Bond movie. If that was the villain, he'd be called, I don't know, a James Bond villain with a massive nose. Nostrils. Und believe me, Mr. Bond, and I can shoot you from Stuttgart and still have the same effect. Right, go on, nostrils, you devil you. And there we have the happiest plane in the world. Brilliant. And a, Jesus, and a nice beaver. Right? Very sexy planes out tonight, isn't there? Do you know? Right, let's get ourselves lined up for another departure. I'm back taxiing on the runway because I'm a Muppet. And if I was like Coco, I'd be actually... Oh, it's a P2012. Or is it a P2006? 206 is a great Cessna. Yes. Will Farrell is another. Ah, Will Farrell. Yes. Yes. Anchorman, the best. I ate a big red candle. Rick killed a guy. Can't believe we forgot Will Farrell. Yeah, Will Farrell is brilliant. Oh, look at that PC-12 in all its glory. State of it. It's a very tasty. It is hummingbird. It is. I can't read what you write anymore. I'll get in trouble. Did you hear what that person said on the internet? He had a camera on him. He said it. He spoke it. We heard the words coming out of his mouth. Huh? Right, lads. Time to go for the second leg of the flight. Are we ready? One noche of flappe, s'il vous plaît. Oh, Jesus. Go handy, get control of the beaver, right? Of your beaver, right? There's the Duke. Right, power coming in. Up the yard. Don't mind the fact that we've literally just flown through people. It's all part of the immersion. Mr. 90, it's a game of chicken and I'm not going to lose. Brilliant. Yep, see Daisy. Rick Tamland. He's brilliant. I love Lamp. Do you really love the lamp or are you just saying that? I love Lamp. What a movie, lads. What a movie. Alright, we're looking good. Let's see here now. Heading track. Autopilot. Nav mode. Arm. Capture. Altitude. We're saying 5. We're only more than 5. Up the road. Vertical speed. Keep it around 500 feet a minute. One of my favourite right now is the Other Guys. Yeah. What's funny about Will Farrell for me, I absolutely could not stand him for years. You hated him on Saturday Night Live. It wasn't until he really took off in movies that I now find him one of the funniest ever. Oh, really? Murph, did you not watch Police Squad and Naked Gun? Leslie Nielsen. Ah, Jesus, lads. How did we forget Leslie Nielsen? A comic genius. Absolutely brilliant. There are so many things with Leslie Nielsen in it. The Naked Guns, of course, were the best. Police Squad, he was absolutely hilarious. Hilarious. Where is this now?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Did you ever watch some of his interviews? So he had this kind of a fart machine. Ah, lads, hilarious. Just Google Leslie Nielsen interviews. Absolutely hilarious, right? Mr. Zed Ryder, welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. And welcome in, everyone. If you just joined us, well, we're flying here in Colombia. We're in the FSReborn Sting S4. And I'm really enjoying this plane. You're not going to win any races or endurance. Well, endurance is quite good. Speed, nothing major about it. But it's a very pretty airplane. And there's a lot of features. A lot of features with this aircraft. The airplane films are great as well. 1 and 2, yeah. I need to record that sound snippet with the drop off. You know your man and your woman fighting over the red zone is the blue zone. What? No, it's the red zone. I need that, right? Yeah, I watched Police Squad, Zythe. Good to see you, man. Brilliant. Lieutenant Detective Sergeant Frank Drebin. What rank is he? It changes every week. It was brilliant. I remember thinking, yeah, it was mad, right? Mad. Leslie Nielsen's US President in Scary Movie 3. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one, Rad Baron, yeah. The white zone is for loading and unloading of passengers only. The red zone is for loading and unloading of... Brilliant, right? Fantastic. I love it. Absolutely love it. So these mountainous regions here, this little bit kind of sticking out a bit. Well, we're heading this direction, so I'm going to climb a little bit. But you have the option, look. We're rambling up this way, and there are the mountains there, right? So we can... Oh, look, there's an Alaska over here, look. Jesus. We can kind of skirt around them. Or we can go over them. And in the background then, you have a massive city there called Cali. It's over there, look. I would love for some photogrammetry in South America. I think it'd be amazing. Who was the tall guy that always had something stuck in his mouth? Yeah. Gerald, was it? Gerald, you got something there. Just, no, on the side of your mouth. No, the other side. And he just did this in like a full-size banana. Was it Gerald, I think? The Waynes brothers, yeah, they were brilliant. Here comes the US Air Force with those new round planes. Huh? The round planes? The big lumps of food hit the deck. Yeah, and brilliant. Ah, Jesus. Fantastic, right? Fantastic. Right, speed is okay. Altitude, we're going up to about 6. We're going to need a lot more than 6. Drive it on, Murph. Drive it on. Drive it on. Bring it up there now, we see what happens, right? And Step Brothers as well. Oh yeah, that was good. Step Brothers. Oh, what was the other one? Talladega Nights. Ricky Bobby. Ah, that was brilliant as well. Old School was another brilliant one. Oh, it's one of Leslie Nielsen's lines. Do you know who else was brilliant? He was in Hot Shots. He was, what's his name? He plays the Admiral in Hot Shots. And he's also in Airplane. He's the controller. You know, your man who says, oh.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
Lloyd Bridges. That's Jeff Bridges' dad, isn't it? The dude, his father, was that lad. Could you imagine a Thanksgiving or a Christmas dinner in that household? Could you imagine the crack you'd have? Hilarious. It's a son, isn't it? He's also Commander Kane in the old Battlestar Galactic. Really? Don't forget Sacha Brown. Oh, yeah. Brilliant. Mawab, look. Did you see him in... You seen him in all his mad films. Borat, Bruno and all this, right? Did you see... He was in a real serious kind of a... Was it a TV show? It was... Yeah, it was like a 5 or 6 part... or maybe it was a movie. The Spy or something it was called. Incredible. Jesus. Serious acting. Bow Bridges too? Wait until Kramer hears about this. Kramer. He's brilliant. Lloyd Bridges, yeah. Ah, lads, like some of the best actors, like, and they were hilarious. Like they were, it was that sort of physical comedy. You physically shake with the laughter. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a, no. It's like breathing from places you can't breathe. Do you know? Bruno is meant to be awful, is it? It's very funny, but yeah. I can't even say, Patrick, watch it when you're on your own because, like, you'll freak yourself out. But it's very funny. Oh, Jesus. It's a little bit kind of Jesus, do you know? It's the comedy you need to have a break from reality. Absolutely. Absolutely. Breathing out through one's arse. That's the only way you can breathe. Right? You're so masculine, even your lunch will sweat. You're laughing properly. It's hilarious though. Hey, B. Carlo, good to see you. Oh, Peter Sellers. Ah, Peter Sellers. Wasn't he in the Pink Panther? Amazing. All these movies and actors we're talking about, like, they don't make them like they used to. Sure they don't. Like Jim Carrey, he's been around the block for a while. Who do we have? Well, Will Ferrell, I suppose. Like any of the lads from Saturday Night Live, these are kind of the new generation, if you like. Like Steve Martin, like all these guys. Dudley Moore. Wait, hang on. Who was in the Pink Panther? Was that Sellers or Dudley Moore? Or was it both? I can't remember. You couldn't make half of them now. You couldn't. Yeah, Peter Sellers was that. Yeah, Sellers. Yeah. Steve Martin was in a great movie with Eddie Murphy. Oh, Jesus, what was that called? That was hilarious. Dr. Strangelove, yeah. Now, what was the one he was... Oh, nearly had it. Nearly had it, lads. Was his name Norbert in it? Dave Dugdale. Welcome in. Banana Dave. Evening all. Going to join for the first flight. Welcome in. Welcome in. How about Eddie Murphy for the time he was killing it? Two really liked everything. Oh yeah, Eddie Murphy's brilliant. Brilliant. Gene Wilder. Ah, Jesus. And there's a movie. Have you noticed how many comedians aren't on TV anymore or have moved over to stupid quiz shows? Yeah. You're forgetting Willy Wonka. Yeah, Gene Wilder was brilliant. Murph, have you seen the video of Will Ferrell singing with the Oscars alongside Jack Black and John C. Reilly? About how comedians don't win anything. I think I've seen something like that before, yeah. Hilarious. Hilarious. Now, bit of a mountain here, and the wind this time ain't going to be helping us. So, what do we do? What do we do? It's definitely safer over here on the left-hand side. So let's go heading. Give ourselves a bit of a turn. Engage our heading. Let's bring it up another... I'd say we want about 11 to clear this. 11,000 feet set, and we're going to start climbing now like a devil. 700 or 800 feet, and let's see what the wind is going to do. Mel Brooks, yes, very much. Blazing Saddles, what a movie. What was that one with Steve Martin and Eddie Murphy? It was genius, it was brilliant. Basically, Eddie Murphy was playing Eddie Murphy, but also this other kind of half-simple agent. It was fantastic. He used to have the Blazing Saddles, right? He used to have the most steadiest hands in the West. What happened?
Yeah, baby, yeah.
I shoot with this one. You know, Charlie B, right? Brilliant. Three Amigos, yeah, that was brilliant. Oh, Spaceballs, do you remember that? Tropic Thunder. We don't need no sneaking badges. Eddie Murphy Coming to America was brilliant. Telegram from Mongo. Three Crazy. No, didn't see that one either. Spaceballs was great. Tropic Thunder. I'm the dude disguised as a dude dressed as another dude. What do you mean, you people? Huh? That's an amazing movie. I dressed up as the dude disguised as the dude, pretending to be the dude in the first place for Halloween one year. Hilarious. Me being old, Porridge. I remember Porridge. Was that the one where he's in prison? No? Tom Cruise was excellent in that. Yeah, he was. What was the one with... Hang on, I need to find this now. Eddie Murphy and Martin... oh no, Steve Martin. Norbert or something. Bowfinger. It's called Bowfinger. Have you seen Bowfinger? It's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. If you haven't seen Bowfinger, highly, highly recommend it. It's very good. Right? It's stupid, but it's very good. Right? Eddie Murphy is excellent in it. Bowfinger is great. Have you ever seen brilliant? So many movies. Any John Candy films? Oh, John Candy was great. Planes, Trains and Automobiles. Wasn't that one of them? Best comedian out there has to be Greta. How dare you? Yes. Yeah, lads, if you haven't seen Bowfinger, watch it. It's very, very good. There's certain movies, apart from like the laughing and like falling around the place holding your stomach because it's hilarious, there's a lot of really kind of just feel good movies, you know what I mean? You just want to watch something and to, you know, escape the world for a while, and you can't put up with this, you know. One of my all-time favorite movies for just like escaping reality. Do you ever see The Dish? The Dish. Really good. What was that one with Spaceballs? What was the one with Sigourney Weaver in it and Tim Allen? Was that one? No? Dazit Arab, yeah, they did. Your man is brilliant in that. White Chicks. What's his name? Where is it now? This fella.
How did you know? I love this song.
Oh, Galaxy Quest. That's the one. Yes. Brilliant. Very, very good. Galaxy Quest. Yeah. Really, really good. Jodie Foster, was she in The Dish? I don't think so. Terry, brilliant, isn't he? Brilliant. Right, we need to fix our course here. We're going miles off. Are we over the... Yeah, we're kind of over the hump. Right turn. Let's just hold our altitude here. Get that speed back up. We're looking good. Jeez, we got a good few people flying with us, lads. This is great. Terry loves yogurt. Contact with Jodie Foster. Didn't see that. Can you breathe up there, Merv? 10,000 feet? Yeah, just about. Can't believe George Lucas copied Spaceballs with Star Wars. Right? Yeah, The Dish is one of those movies. It's just, you know, forget about life for a while. It's a really feel-good sort of a movie. Where are we, peeps? Quaggy, that's a very good question. Dark Star. Jeez, I don't think I've seen Dark Star, no. You see 2020, the good sequel to 2001. Really? Spies Like Us. The Dish wasn't big in the US, was it not? I had to Google this. Dougal, have you been drinking clip to see what the crack is? Father Ted.
Dougal, have you been drinking? I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Father Ted is brilliant. It's an education, lads. It's an education. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, you know.
Sometimes you see lay people wearing what look like black socks. But if you look closely, you'll see they're very, 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 very dark blue. Never buy black socks in a normal shop. They'll shaft you every time. These are small, but the ones out there are far away.
He thinks you're the biggest idiot of them all.
Brilliant, right? Love the alien in Dark Star. I don't think I've ever seen that. Worst comedy film ever is Jack and Jill. Never seen that either. The balloon alien in Dark Star. I've never seen it. Dark Star. Never seen it. Right, how are we doing here, plane? Look at this. Let's get over to our engine. Temperatures are all looking good. Fuel calculation. We should have 3 hours endurance. Is that right? Fuel remaining. I really should have put this in correctly. Fuel quantity is 10.7. Fuel used. Reset that now, right? Fuel remaining 10.7. So gallons. 10.7. That's right, isn't it? 2 hours 41 minutes endurance. Jeez, that's not bad. For 10 gallons? Jesus. Last aircraft related movie, Soul Plane. Haven't seen that either. Dark Star is seen as a precursor to Alien. Oh, really? Right. Tried The Thing for a feel-good movie. If only there was a Father Ted movie. Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine? It was way ahead of its time, Father Ted was. Way ahead of its time. I mean, we laughed at it because we didn't understand it. Obscure movies for 500, Alex. What was the brain starring David? What is the brain starring David Niven? Ooh. Dark Star, 1974 American science fiction comedy film, produced, scored and directed by John Carpenter. Is that the same John Carpenter who brought out Vampires? John Carpenter's Vampires, has to be. It follows the crew of the deteriorating starship Dark Star, 20 years into the mission to destroy unstable planets that might threaten future colonization. Ooh, I'll have to give that a watch. Starship Troopers, would you like to know more? I'm doing my bit. What a movie! What a movie! Starship Troopers is great. The Arachnids. That's a really good movie. Hilarious Murph. Before Kevin Hart blew up and got annoying. Kevin Hart. Yeah. Spinal Tap. The amp goes to 11. Yes. That's a really good movie. What was the other one I used to watch? Your man was in it. John Cusack. Oh, he had a record shop or something in it. What was that one called? John Cusack Record Shop? Really, really good. Another favourite is John Carpenter's Christine. Ooh. My feel-good movie is Arnie's Conan the Barbarian. High Fidelity. Yes, that was a great movie. Wayne's World. Yes, God almighty, I forgot all about that. Adam B. Twitch. Party on, Wayne. Yeah, right. Do you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he dressed up as a girl bunny? No. Me neither. I was just asking. Take me, Garth. Where? It's cold outside and I need a jacket. What a movie as well. Absolutely freaking brilliant.
She's a fox. In France, she would be called La Renard, and she would be hunted with only her cunning to protect her.
She's a babe.
She's a robo-babe. In Latin, she would be called Babia Majora.
If she were a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. I have a question. Are you flying on IVAO or not? I'm controlling now at SKAR. The Gamer Pro, negative. We're not on any online network. We're flying on Microsoft servers. I still need to watch Wayne's World. Patrick, have you not watched it yet? I mean, come on, right? High Fidelity, yeah, it's a great movie, Mark. Great movie. Hot Tub Time Machine, Wayne's World, but the first is iconic, yeah. The first one is brilliant, you know. Patrick, light a fire under that, will you? Yeah, that needs to happen. Like, that needs to happen. All this talk of movies is gas. So many great ideas. Kind of spiky terrain off in the distance. We're coming into all sorts of mad looking cloud. Now, time of day, lads, as I said, I have it set to live. I might change it, Jesus, I might change things up a bit. There we go. About 17:30, lads. Just to give it that little bit of, you know, je ne sais quoi. Right, do you know? Now that's a good pickup line. If you were a president, you'd be Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. She'd give a dog a bone. Yeah, right. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. But anyway, we're flying along, we're doing well. And so let's check out some of the scenery, shall we? I mean, it's very pretty, isn't it? Toe tapping time. Convoy was a great movie. So was the soundtrack. Absolutely brilliant. Pops Plays, good to see you, man. I need to know the name tag. Yeah, it's all part of flow. Pretty good. Pretty good. Right, we're doing pretty good here now. We're, what are we, 20 miles, I'd say? Yeah, exactly. 20 miles out to our next stop, over to Edén, or Edén. We're quite high now. We probably don't need this altitude for this leg. We can see there's a lot of cloud on the way. Keep an eye on our terrain warning here as well. But aircraft is absolutely behaving. So far, so good. Backup instruments are doing what they need to do. How can I join or we're too late? You're never too late. Full stop next airport. Yeah, full stop. Just come on in, Adam B. Twitch. Just jump in, dude. Convoy was filmed in New Mexico. Really? Jesus. This is beautiful here. Look at that. Live weather. Now, I did change the time of day just to make it a little bit dramatic. Hey, look, we got some lads in MB339s, look. Renoir and Wombat. Beautiful. The old MB339's absolutely gorgeous. How are you getting on with the old Sky van? Might do a flight in that next week, lads. Quite interesting, this new Garmin. It's really good, Goblin Zeus, isn't it? It's so handy, like there's a ton of features with it. A ton of features. Really good. What says, which weather add-on is commonly used nowadays? I just use the default one, man. It's does the job. Goblin Zeus likes the Sky van. Yeah. It's a pretty machine. Right outside the house, parts on New Mexico State Road 550 and Las Vegas, New Mexico. Oh, nice. When was that movie though? Like, that's Convoy. Was that the 70s, was it? I think it was. It was in around the 1970s. Skyvan gets my approval too. Nice, Icy. We need to do a bush flight with the Skyvan. I've stuff planned up now for next week. Again, next week is going to be busy. I'll put out the old gadget next on Sunday or whatever. What am I planning? So next week we're planning on Monday. We continue on with our volcano series, and we're going to Mount Vesuvius, and we're taking out the Dukes, right? Tuesday, exploring Iberia in the short SC Skyvan. Portugal into Spain. Wednesday we'll have the news. Thursday, Vats in flight. I'm 50-50 if I'm around for that one. And then on Friday, we're going to be flying some Comanches over Ireland. Ooh! And then next Saturday, that's right, friends, 6 streams in a row next week. There's the lads. We have our D-Day commemorative flight. That's a Big 10-4, Rubber Ducky. Broken Arrow, great movie. And Face Off. Yeah, I'll put out all the details. They're the ideas I'm working off. But I'm planning, like, next week is, like, this week was busy, next week is busy. You know? Dude, I'm thinking it's going to be 1900 Zulu. If that works. I was planning 1900 Zulu. This is my last flight for 2 weeks. We'll be in Balzan in my caravan. Oh, nice! Night Zep, do keep us up to date with all the photos if you can. Some beautiful locations you get. It's awesome. And the reason for flying at that time, when we depart, it'll be becoming nighttime. You know? Hey, Shoot the Bandit. Good to see you, man. So with our D-Day flight, if you haven't seen that yet, I'll probably put out something. We have some special scenery on the way from the man, myth and legend himself, Jeppesen 2001. Do you see some of the screenshots? So that's just the glorious C-47, right? Which we love, right? Absolutely gorgeous. But Jeppesen has been hard at work creating some sceneries for us. Robin says, my dad was on the fourth wave at Utah. Oh, wow. So there's a bit of custom scenery to come in as well. And like, it's like the whole thing, it's like, you know, anything to do with war is going to be sensitive for people, and I'm no different, right? To an extent. However, it's not a celebration of war. I mean, it was an aviation, holy crap moment. 13,000 paratroopers were dropped in. And, yeah, like it's for the flight as well. Like it's not just about the Allies. I mean, you know, we'll spend a bit of time learning about the Germans as well. There was a massive loss of life on both sides. But the aviation mission, Operation Neptune, absolutely incredible. Like, incredible what they got up to. And like, you know, not every aircraft had a way of navigating, right? It was like 1 in 6 had the Eureka, Rebecca systems, do you know? And the gliders as well, yes indeed. Yes, we should be descending because we're only 8 miles out, so autopilot off. We did this flight last year. We had about 100 C-47s. It's incredible. So power coming out, and we'll start dipping the nose down. Easy does it. I served for almost 19 years, but perfectly happy with flying in the D-Day flight. Just think the pretend bombing runs are a bad taste. Yeah. No, I think, like, for us, it's not bombing at all. I mean, we're in C-47s. And with Jeppesen, the idea was to try and, I suppose, capture an experience maybe with flak and all this sort of jazz. There's no damage. Your plane can't get hit or whatever. Like, it's Microsoft Flight Sim. But it was to, you know, give the idea of, Jesus, this is what they were up against on both sides, you know. But yeah, like, look, I mean, anyone who's interested in doing the war simulation stuff or the battles, like, DCS has a lot of stuff there. If that's your thing, like, if you want to do the combat or whatever, DCS is on IL2. They got tons of content. D-Day's flights are a mark of respect. They really are. And Dougal, it's gas, right? I've been following the C-47s flying across from North America because, well, the Battle of Britain Memorial flight has been grounded, but they're still going to have a lot of C-47s flying over to mark D-Day 80. And they flew down, actually. They flew the States, Greenland, and then down into England. And that's all brother is with them. Flew from Texas and made its way up then across the United States. Hey, Stephen, good to see you. And now one less Spitfire, which is sad. Really, really is. Yeah, Jesus, like. And the pilot. I mean, I think he was with the Memorial flight for a good few years, like. But I don't know, like, by grounding the fleet, is that just cautionary, or maybe there's an issue? He was 4 years with them. Like, the actual aircraft flying along, I mean, they're all in their 80s. All of them. 82, 83 years of age of an aircraft still flying to this day. It's quite remarkable, isn't it? I recently learned about a book in English by a German Messerschmitt pilot called Spitfire on My Tail. Oh, wow. Interesting. All right, here's a runway. No, I'm looking forward to it. I like doing it for the reenactment stuff. Plus, you know, we've been to Normandy so many times. It's one of my favorite places to visit, and we'll actually be there this year, later on in the year. And I'm fascinated by the whole thing, but I'm fascinated by both sides. Do you know? As I said, like, we visited obviously the main landmarks, of course. A lot of the battlegrounds we visited. A lot of the headquarters, the beaches, of course, the cemeteries, both Allied and Axis. It's the whole thing is just, it's mind-boggling. The scale and Jesus, nuts. Now here's our runway. I think the time of day working at this hour is a little bit nicer. The Canadian Lancaster bomber begins flights with passengers in Hamilton this June. Oh, nice, really? He was a Typhoon display pilot. Really? Okay, speed is looking good. First notch of flaps. Looking good. Nice and easy. I saw the Lancaster in Duxford, and they were telling me, like, that thing will stay parked for weeks on end until the weather is just right. They won't attempt to fly that thing in any sort of adverse weather. The winds have to be perfect, otherwise, no, we're not flying it, which is mad. And of course, like, oh, I can't wait till we see the Lanc in Microsoft Flight Sim. They had 4 Merlins, like, that was its engines. Stigler was the ME-109 pilot who escorted a damaged B-17 home. Really? Nightstep says, I find anything connected with reenacting war events very sensitive. Not my cup of tea at all. War is horrendous, never to be taken lightly. Yeah. You know, I mean, the whole thing affects people in different ways, you know? Like, there's you know, history has a terrible habit of repeating itself, and it's so important for folks to be aware, and that's a huge problem. For me, I find that to be a huge problem. You know, it's difficult to be tasteful when trying to reflect on historic events. Now, obviously, it's a little bit easier. Easy. Touchdown. It's a little bit easier, like, when those events are further back in time. You know, you go back to the battles of, you know, you go all the way back to antiquity. Do you know what I mean? The further back it is, you know. Wet, yeah, 100%, man. And a lot of them didn't, like. And it's still in living memory, like. I mean, D-Day itself was 80 years ago, but, like, there's still folks who were in the war. Folks who still fought. It's sad as well. I remember, it was a couple of years ago. It was whatever thing at they did it at the beaches. It was the big kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a mark of respect, you know, and they have all the veterans, all, like, your man, the French president was there and the US president was there, and they were chatting about it, and the parade was there and all this, and there was a big flight past, and they had all the veterans behind them. And I remember seeing it, like, maybe 1 or 2 years later, and, like, less and less and less people on the seats behind them. Like, it's sad, like, you can't help it. I mean, that's life, right? I mean, we all got to that age, right? But yeah. Wayland, yeah, it depends. It depends on everyone, like. Oh, Jesus, it depends on everyone. The Stationair, that's a great machine as well. That's actually a great plane in the sim, the Stationair from Coronado. Very, very good. Right, so our second to last stop, I think, is it? Let's have a look. We're going to back taxi here, lad. You're looking fantastic there now, lad. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so we're going to head down to our final spot here now. 38 nautical miles. And for this one, we've once again crossed over the mountains. This should be interesting. 207, the ugly 206. Jesus. Sim Update 5 has slowed down my loading times. Adam B. Twitch. Are you serious? Lads, how has Sim Update 15 been treating you? There was an update pushed out yesterday? Didn't we get an update yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And it was something to do with the SDK or whatever. So, like, if you use NVIDIA filters, you have to reset them and all this jazz. But, like, how has Sim Update 15 been for you? Has it been uneventful? Have you seen better performance? Have you seen worse performance? Dougal says it's given you a small improvement overall. Vacuum says no problems. T. Miller says seems smooth to me. Okay. I I don't know where I'm at with it. I've definitely noticed more stutters. Dazza says it's been good for him as well. Dazza, how are you feeling, by the way? Are you all right? Do you know? Are you there? Nights Up says uneventful. Baldrick says a lot better for you. Ooh. That's good. Eamon says about the same. Cyrus says yours is fine. Adam says takes 5 to 8 minutes for the Sims to start. Jojo says better performance on busy places. Yeah, I think so. There's definitely a bit of a performance increase on multiplayer, but I'm getting stutters. No issues here, says Sterling. I was expecting a bunch of stuff to break. That's good. Had issues with the Xbox gaming services, says Wayland, but the loading times have gone down. Oh, that's good. That's good. Goblin Zeus, no problem so far. Oh, Jesus, the amount of planes! Right, it's fine. It's totally fine. This is super realistic, lads. Yeah, super. Right. Let's start doing some stuff here now. Let's have a look. In you go, you big Jesse. Okay, we're not too fast to take off. It's getting dark here. Only problem I get is when ending a flight, I get a CTD. A lot of time the sim hangs open. It just, you gotta close it, it just stays there. Well, Jutani, you take care of my dude. Dazza says, performance is good, my flying is crap. Much better now, we're 5 weeks into recovery. Ah, brilliant. Jeez, that was a quick 5 weeks. Alright, power coming in. You're up the yard. Speed live. There's 55. 60. Oopsie daisy. There's Renoir. Beautiful. Beautiful. So it's going to be a right-hand turn on this one, lads. After departure, turn out to the right. Easy does a plane. Easy does it. Autopilot. Intercept that magenta line straight away. Straight away. Vertical speed. Climb. We'll go for about 1,000 feet a minute. Oh, we're going to need 1,000 feet per minute. We got mountains straight ahead of us. Jesus. We'll need to be shocking careful here. That's awesome looking. Happy Friday indeed. So friends, if you're still with us, Xbox pilots press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. And sure, listen lads, it's Friday. And that thing froze, look. And it's Friday. But everyone else, press number 3. Yeah, baby. Martel, you're very welcome aboard. 23 in the PC, 2 on console. All right. The tunage is real, lads. Did I mention it's Friday? Yes. Look at the state of that. The muse emotes into the chat, lads. Absolutely gorgeous. Are we going to make it over the hump? I think we will. Just about. We hope. The tunage is real this evening. Tune! Haha, look at this. Amazing flying by the lads. Absolutely amazing. And we're about to stall and things are about to get terrible. Who's in charge? Oh, Jesus. Shh, shh. It's alright, lads. It's alright. It's grand. Gutman Super Tie is like, yes, someone has a problem with their speed. And then it was me. It's alright. We're getting bashed out of it here with a headwind. This is not good trying to get over this. God almighty. Easy now, plane. We can do it. Sorta, nearly. Jesus. I get the speed back. And let's just see what the thing can do when we calm it all down, right? It's like 12,000 feet. We're on the way. Now we can... Ooh, someone's not going to make it over. Look at that, though. Isn't that beautiful? I was getting carried away watching the lads flying. Now, is there any way we can actually get over this? I don't think so. Look at our speed dropping here. Look at the difference now when we're facing a wind as opposed to getting pushed by one. Mucho respect to Wombat and Renoir. Absolutely. Great flying. We're going to... Yeah, we'll spin around here to the left. I ain't getting over that anytime soon. Now, there is a bit of a canyon down here, I think.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Black Ice Gabe is here. Thank you very much indeed. Ihama Makarja. 34 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. How are you, Gabe? Happy Friday, man. You join us here in Colombia. And it's a nice kind of a handy out flight, this. Sorta. Jesus, plane. Oh, careful, careful. Easy. Man, these drafts are like up, they're all over the shop, look. Easy now, easy now. Anywhere near Bogota, I did a job about 100 nautical miles north of Bogota years ago. We're not too far from Bogota. Bogota from here is... what would it be? It's not far, Dougal. Not far. Bogota is... where's Bogota? El Dorado, yeah? I suppose Bogota is about, what, 140 miles from here, maybe? Over this direction. Where, oh, Jesus, where Moose Blamo is. That was mad. You see what the wind did there? Crazy. Alright, easy does it, Murph. Easy does it. So there is a canyon down here. We could slope down into it. Now, as nice as this is looking, I can't see a thing. Bring the time back to live. Here we go. Get down here now, you divil you. Now, keep the nose down for a minute until we figure out where we're going. Brilliant. We can follow the canyon. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. You're based in Tunja. Oh, nice. How hot was it here, Dougal? Like, was it ridiculous? Alright, watch your speed here, Murph. We can follow on this little valley, lads. Hot and wet, I can imagine. Ooh, I wonder where we pick up damage by going this fast. Okay, we'll keep our altitude around here. We don't need to go too far down. Let me see. King God, or is it Zingod? Thank you very much indeed. Enemy Twitch, it crashed. It was too windy. Oh dear. Don't panic. It's grand. We'll ramble this way. Because we can pretty much follow this canyon all the way in, right? Sorta. Gorgeous scenery, isn't it? Out of interest, Murph, in Ireland when driving down, do you use kilometres or miles? We use kilometres here. We use kilometres. Yes, Southeast Asian server. This is pretty. This is very pretty. The roads are nuts looking, but like the mountains around us, this is gorgeous. Too many into it as such.
Oh, behave.
Cold Neiva, thank you very much indeed for the bits. Very kind of you. Look at the state of this. Man, look at that, look at Airwolf there. Look at that plane, look. That plane belongs in this region, doesn't it? It's a mad looking machine. Oh yeah. Ballistic parachute ready to go if needed. Nice, keep following along. We're looking good. So does the Cessna 208. Alrighty. It's still very bouncy, but we should be okay. What's the wind doing? 18 knots on the nose. Never good. We are 20 miles out. The RPM is quite high now. That's up the way. What about down the way? Oh, this is very nice. Look at this, lads. Gorgeous. We're like proper fast for this thing. Look at the state. Isn't that something? Oh, we're picking up all sorts of bumps and creeks. Follow on. Look at this though. This is gorgeous. Bit of don't crash, Murphy. Whatever you do, Murphy, don't crash. Need a toe tapping as we fly along. Put on the background here. I imagine fast jets through here would be absolutely nuts. Look at that King Air. You wonder, like, was it regions like this that you saw, did you ever see American Made? Can't be too far, right? And that Sky van looks very good. That livery is awesome. Beautiful. "16 miles. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is a tornado's bread and butter, is it not? You better believe it. It's only gorgeous. Jesus, an ATR. The ornithopter thingy majiggy. Oh, this is really nice. This is really nice, isn't it? Don't make a mess now, Murphy, whatever you do. I mean, it was all going grand, right? Shoot the bandit, our last airport is going to be Sierra Kilo India Bravo. Oh, Jesus, go handy, Murph. We started early tonight, so I need to finish early tonight. I'm running a taxi service for Two-Tone Junior. This was a nice canyon run, wasn't it?
Hello there.
Golders, thank you very much indeed. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow, my guy. Happy Friday. Where are we flying? We're in Colombia. And we were flying from SKAR over to SKIB. Ooh, easy. Patrick O'Handy, you're going the wrong way.
Jesus.
He went the wrong way. Is this the right way? We'll find out. Jesus. Kind of is. Stick to the valley. Sorta, nearly, kinda. Stavaris, good to see you, man. Had to finish the last flight of my round the world trip. Oh, nice. Congratulations, dude. Goldlich, yeah, dude, join in, man. We're on the Southeast Asian server. We're almost at the end now, but like, if you want to have a look back at this route, !route will show you the full route that we flew tonight. It's a nice route. Like, the scenery, to be honest, wasn't fantastic. There's very little satellite imagery, but the terrain is great. Wow, look at the city there ahead of us. Look at the state of it. That's beautiful. That's really nice. Jesus. That's really nice, isn't it? What a view. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning, lads. Stunning. Yeah, come on in, dude. Come on in. You never need to ask to join one of our flights. You just jump in. Oh, the Jesuses. Jesus. That was a hell of a canyon. Right. So the airport isn't far.
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Where is it? We're in Colombia, nearest airport, Sierra Kilo, India Bravo. This is all AI stuff. Like, it's quite nice, isn't it? It's very good. Jesus, what was that? So many different planes, though. Jeez, look at the scenery in the distance there. Absolutely stunning. So that's heading on up towards Bogota, over that neck of the woods. And then you've Medellin, which would be hard left of here. Easy, Murph. You fixed the plane, all is well. Nice. Ibagué, I think it's called. Ibagué. It's somewhere new, lads. Like, that's, you gotta love that, right? All the, like, think of all the places we've flown to in the sim, and when we find somewhere new, and every time it's just like, look how good the place looks. This is a stunning part of the world. It's very, very nice. Look at the terrain around us. It's stunning. So see that ridge over there? That's where we started off way back when. Like, we just kind of did a bit of a box around where we were flying. Stunning. Icarus, you take care of my dude. A gorgeous flight. Right, runway in sight. Start bringing the power back. And we shall ramble in for a full stop. A relatively short stream this evening, lads. Hey, Liptorius, good to see you. But I'm running the taxi service later to pick up my son from the disco. The disco. Goldlich, if you do, you should see us on the world map if you're on the Southeast Asian server. But I live stream every Monday and, well, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Next week we'll have group flights on Monday, Tuesday, Friday and Saturday. And they all kick off at around 1900 Zulu time, which is about an hour and a half ago. Usually that's the normal time I start. 1 hour 36 minutes ago. That's the usual time we get kind of feisty in the L machines, do you know? This has been beautiful scenery, hasn't it? Jesus. Alright, easy, does it? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to land to say that we landed safely, and then we're going to pull this parachute. I mean, that has to be done. It has to be done. It has to be done, right? Oh, it'll happen. Oh, it'll happen. We'll land and then we'll take off again and then we're going to deploy the parachute.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy.
Ah, Jesus, Balut, you turned off me lights. Oh, mind that wind. Jesus, mind the wind, Murph. That was interesting to say the least. Holy crap, look at the crosswind. 10 knots. Easy. Oof. We felt every bit of that. Jesus. Alright. This airport is SKIB. Sierra Kilo India Bravo. Right, lads, I'm just flying past here. We're going to get up and do an old parachute deployment. Oh, Jesus, the wind. There we go. Look at the view ahead of us, look. Now, one needs to be careful here because we've no control when we deploy this chute. Sure we haven't. Man, that scenery ahead of us, look. Mind the kidneys. Hummingbird, give it a second, we will. We will. So anyone who has the Sting, let's go this way. Now the question here is, where do we deploy said parachute? Right, because we need to get the wind here just right. So, the wind is nuts, look. It's going all over the shop. So we need to kind of go this direction a bit. How do you change server? Goldlich, if you type in ! how to multiplayer and just watch that video, that'll get you set up and ready to rock for the next stream. There's another airport down there, look. Okay, we need to climb here. Angel 15 is with us. Keep going this way. You need to land on the center line. Really? I probably will, Zaidi. I'm not a fan of parachuting. I had a terrible experience once. The jumping and falling was amazing. The landing, not so amazing. Let's have a look now. So we're coming up to 5,000 feet. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Right. Are we ready, sports fans? I'm thinking it's roughly this direction. Yeah, pretty bang on. Okay, are we ready? Parachute gadget. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. The chute has been deployed, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, dear. Now, are we actually going to make it? Are we actually going to make it? I mean, if we make it, right, break a leg. Jesus. Now, did we do this right? My rate of descent is fast and my forward movement not so good. We're doing 2 knots. I don't think we'll end up in the drink, but like... Don't fly through me parachute, Renma. It'll turn into a terrible mess. How cool is this, though? FSReborn did a great job here, didn't they? Look at the detailing on the parachute, look. I'm hoping this is just going to be grand. If it's not, did anyone else pull their chute? Can we see anyone else? Ah, Soaring AJ deployed his chute. Ah, brilliant. We can't see anything, but you're there in spirit. If this works. 2 or 3 knots, we're going to fall short. I reckon we're going to fall short. Is there anything we can do to help? Hang on. Is there anything I can do to reduce the drag? Feather the prop? That sound. Everyone blow. Hummingbird, don't say a thing. Yeah, it's ooh, we're right. Just a weather balloon. All is fine. It's a weather balloon. Yeah, you'll never land. You'll be stuck in the air, Murphy. No, we'd be grand. We're going to end up in someone's field. It'd be a long old walk back to the air or to the runway now.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. Look at this, though. Isn't it class looking? Slow motion, extreme sports, para something or other. Yes. Colombia getting invaded by the Irish Hindenburg.
Can I get a refund?
There's no refunds. Yeah, we're myself and Soaring AJ are here, and yeah, we're you know what I mean. We're gonna have a long walk, but although we're close to the road, we're close to the road.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Yeah, it's isn't it though? It's just like I wasn't a million miles off. I was just a million miles off. Oh Jesus, what's the landing going to be like? Gently now. Pivot! Pivot! Oh! 900 feet a minute, although we'll live with that. Soaring AJ, Kerplunk, he made it too. Now it's cool here, if you look at the glass at the back, it's all smashed, look. Yep. We're going the wrong way. The whole thing is smashed and be broked. Ah, terrible. You could cheat by manipulating the wind direction. Ah, you couldn't. Let's go back up here because there are so many people parked on the runway. Let's go check them out, right? Let's go check them out. Come here, you live with it. Ah, would just look at the state of this. So, how do we do this now with everything working well? It'll be something like this. Right? Get ourselves aligned to the runway. And something like that then, right? Murph, any thoughts on the sound fix for the D-Day flight with all the DC-3s? Didn't Airlock do one for the DC-3? I could have landed slightly further away, Muse fan. Yes, just slightly now, right? Yeah, dude, go check out Airlock's sound file fix. I think he did a thing. Right, our landing thing. So, what you need to do, flash your lights, wiggle things that wiggle, and ailerons and rudders and elevators, the whole shebang. And, well, let's see what this does. And here they are. Yes, looking beautiful. Absolutely stunning now. Corky's invisible. The stick. First six, you're very welcome in, my dude. They look amazing, don't they? So many planes. Banana Dave isn't a steerman, but it just doesn't look like a steerman for whatever reason. But it still looks kind of good, doesn't it? It's dancing! All the TBMs. The King Air. Look how good that looks. And he's an RV interior. It's a nice looking bus though, isn't it? It is a nice looking machine, that. Oh Jesus, we've more. Hang on.
A weird but extraordinary lineup. The Fireflies show how diverse a group flight may be, but no Skoda.
Well, Hang on a second. What's wrong with no SCOTUS? So many different planes there. You gotta love it, right? It's amazing. And a chopper. Get to the chopper. Now. Lights be flashing like mad on that thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Angel 1-5. Ah, look at the prop spinner on that, look. And that looks to be the group. It is. That was some crack.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
After Murph goes by, you get to the end of the line. Yeah, but keep going, it'll be grand. Ah, that's some old crack, isn't it? Well, lads, listen, I'm sorry to leave you early, but I'm on a mission this evening to pick up the young fella. And thanks for everyone who tuned in that little bit earlier this evening. And, well, listen, have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back at some stage, I usually am. I might do something on Sunday. And I think Ali is flying tomorrow, so do be sure to check out Alison Johnson's stream. Massive thanks to our team of moderators. We had Gibbo, Muse, and Old Veteran. Lads, thank you very, very much indeed for all your help and support. And to everyone here in the chat, thank you so much. We had great support tonight. We raids, we follows, we likes, we subscribes, we bits, we did all sorts of stuff. It was brilliant. And to everyone flying, that was a lot of fun. And certainly some crack at the end, getting to look at all the aircraft. If you only joined us late, the flight plan, if you put in ! route, it'll show you the route. It was actually quite a nice flight. And Colombia is stunning. And FSReborn, they've done a great job with that Sting S4. Really, really nice. Do you know? There's bollocks in a Typhoon, look. Nice. So, keep up to date and, you know, join the conversation afterwards over on Discord. That's where we all hang out. ! Discord. And show you it on the field over there. Are we still over there, Sarnage? Oh, we are, look. We're still there. With me parachute down. That's... I got that far. Everyone else got, you know, this close. I'm far, far away. But yes. So yeah, do be sure to check us out on Discord. That's where we will be hanging out. And well, yeah, that's the story, lads. Thank you all so very, very much indeed for tuning in. And we'll see you very soon. We'll do some more streamage, I'm sure, over the weekend. It's a bank holiday in Ireland, so the noise of that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Brilliant stuff. Sorry for distracting your mod. That's quite okay. You did well. Right, that's the story. Have a great weekend, guys. We'll see you soon. Easy.
Terrain. Pull
easy,
up.
Easy. Get her down.
Terrain.
Get her down.
Pull up.
Reverse. Oh, come on, you can do it. Oh, we did it! It did a thing! We actually got the thing down on the yoke with the thing! Would you look at the state of that? We need celebratory music! First time! Think about it now, right? I'll sing it for you.